sit in the behind. never, never land. Something's wrong, shut the light, maybe not tonight, and the hour's so white. Dreams of war, dreams of lies, dreams of dragons fire, and of things that will fight.
Lounge. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing okay? Oh, come on. Look how fucking full this place is. 3 people. Nice. Everybody, man, welcome to Stoner Sundays. Tonight's we're gonna have a good time tonight, man. Make some noise if you've never seen a show here before. Welcome. Make some noise if you have seen a show here before. Nice. So you know, a lot of shit goes down on the stage. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. I haven't been here for a while. I got fucked up and I got stuck in Montreal last week and I couldn't be here. But I'm here this week. And we're gonna have a crazy show. We have a bunch of great comedians. We have some awesome musicians from Mississauga, DNA in the house. Very good. And that's it. This is your fucking 5-10 minute warning. Guys, be ready. Are you guys ready to have a good show tonight, man? Yo, this show's gonna be fucked. I haven't been here for a while and I'm ready to do some fucking comedy. Toronto Vapor Lounge. You ready to have a good show tonight? Okay, I'm gonna come check you guys in fucking 5-10 minutes.
Do you know why you got feelings in your heart? Don't let fear and feeling fool you. What you see sets you apart. And there's nothing here to bind you. It's no way for life to start. Do you know that tonight the streets are tonight the streets are these lights in our hearts, they tell no lies. Those people, they got nothing in their souls, and they make our TVs blind us from our vision and our goals. Oh, the trigger of time, it tricks you, so you have no way to grow. Do you know that tonight the streets are ours? Tonight the streets are ours. These lights in our hearts, they tell no lies. And no one else can haunt me the way that you can haunt me. I need to know you want me. I couldn't be without you, and the light that shines around you. No, nothing ever mattered more than not getting. But tonight the streets are ours. Tonight the streets are ours. These lights in our street are ours. Tonight the streets are ours.
From the depths of the sea, back to the block, Snoop Doggy Dogg, funky at the doc. Went solo on that ass, but it's still the same. Long Beach is the spot where I serve my cane. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, but don't lose your grip. 9 tris ain't there yet for me to fuck up shit. So I ain't holding nothing back, and motherfucker, I got 5 on the 20 slack. It's like that, and as a matter of fact, cause I never hesitate to put a nigga on his back.
Yeah, so keep out the manuscript. Consider this a must we drop gangsta
What's the motherfucking name? Yeah. It's the bound to the wild, creeping and crawling, Yiggy get shown, and Snoop Doggy Dogg in the motherfucking house. like every day. Dropping shit with my nigga Mr. Dr. Dre. Like I said, niggas can't fuck with this. And niggas can't fuck with that shit that I drop, cause you know it don't stop. Mr. 187 on the motherfucking top. Tick tock, now with a Glock, just some nuts in the top. Robbing motherfuckers, then I kill them blood cops. And I step through the fog and I creep through the small. Cause I'm Snoop Doggy, 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 oh. In the motherfucking air and wave the motherfuckers like you just don't care. Yeah, roll up the dank and pour this drink and watch it stink. Cause doggies on the gang, my bank goes on swole. My shit's on hit legit, now I'm on parole. Stroke with the dog pound right behind me and up in your bitch is where you might find me playing that Jeep thing. She want the nigga with the biggest nut, then guess what? He is I and I am him. Slim with the tilted brim. What's my motherfucking name? Music. First party. That's right. That's right. We babe, what up, Howie? Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Fly spur, but that's my name, ho. Palamo, little nigga know who I rap for. Green light, we on the go. Toilet paper, we on the road. Couple stacks when I'm on the road. And no, I never made honor roll. And no, I do not honor hoes. It ain't tricking if you got it. And they fucking up the game, cause these lanes feel like talking. Ooh, I'm a monster. Boom, shaka laka. Blacka, roll with shotters, not imposters. But a villa and a plane too. And a car, how you think I came through? Y'all thought I was on some bullshit. I guess that's what this fame do. I guess that's what this ice does. I guess that's why she came through. And I guess I'm about to kill the game. And they gon' play this at your funeral. No hard feelings, business as usual. Live a life, how a life, I wasn't built for no cubicle. Pussy, money, we hoe. Ask Lou Breeze, he knows. Fuck you, call me CeeLo. Check ass like I'm Steve-O.
Bought a car, bought a yacht, bought a plane, bought a villa, bought a crib. Money made me do it. Bought a car, bought a yacht, bought a plane, bought a villa, bought a crib. Money made me do it. Bought a car, bought a yacht, bought a plane, bought a villa, bought a crib. Money made me do it. Bought a car, bought a yacht, bought a plane, bought a villa, bought a crib. You know. Yeah, Louie, how you gwine so wicked? Went from pissing in the hallway, now you about to own the building. I mean, damn, how you do it? They be saying, damn, how you do that? When you do that, what you do? Yeah, that greenery, you change your whole scenery, you dig it? 3 girls, 2 nights, first class ticket. I'm a first come, first serve, first party killer with a King Kong, ding dong, ding-a-ling slinger. Give you more than a little bit. With a kind of mind, Tony Danza, who the boss? What you calling on? Put that Vicky on and take it off the same time. You mean gon' put this all in at the same time. Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo, just bought a van and a hoe. Who's a centerfold? Bend her over, we in Indigo, make a centerfold. Talk up Toronto, but you knew that, but you didn't know. Bought a car, bought a yacht, bought a plane, bought a villa, bought a creed. Money made me do it.
Vapor Central, are you ready for tonight's show? Oh, Vapor Central, I can't hear you. Are you ready for tonight's show? Then please give it up for your host, the one, the only, Mr. Mike Rita. All right. What kind of fucking bush entrance was that, Vapor Central? What the fuck's going on? We got 100 people here, and nobody could just clap. We had like 3 guys going, No. Make some fucking noise, man. Look where we are right now. Make some noise, Toronto. Let me hear you right now. Yeah, man. Look where we are right now. Be happy, man. There's people who are stuck in Cornwall, Ontario right now, man. Imagine being in Cornwall, Ontario right now. The closest thing to a vapor lounge is somebody's basement. You know, look what we got going right here. Fuck, man, I missed the show. If you guys have never been here before, or if this is your first time or your friends are brought you here, my name is Mike Rita. I'm the host of this show. And the show is called Stoner Sundays. And it's a very special show because today is our 100th show. Yeah, man. I want you guys to know something about this place. Something that you guys don't even know about me. When I was 18 years old, I tried to get a job here. And I made it to the last set of interviews. Literally, it was down to me and like 4 other people. And what happened to when I showed up for my interview, I was like half an hour late. I showed up with a coffee and I wore sweatpants. No joke. No joke. I'm a fucking piece of shit like that. I don't give a fuck about jobs, trust. Any job I've ever had, I never had an interview. It was just somebody needed work, and they're like, oh, I know a guy, and then I was that guy. You ever been that guy? I need a guy. I got a guy. I was that guy. So I never had a real job. This is the closest I ever came, and I didn't get it. But in my interview with Chris Goodwin, who's one of the managers here, he goes, so what do you do outside of, like, you know, looking for jobs and stuff? I go, well, fuck, man, I'm a stand-up comedian. He goes, you ever perform here yet? I go, no, but I watch shows here all the time. He goes, yeah, you ever gonna perform here? I go, oh, yeah, man, for sure perform here. I just started, but I'm better than most of the comedians that perform here anyway. These guys are shit, man. I watch them every Wednesday. He's like, you think so? I'm like, yeah, I watch, man. And then I swear to God, it took a year and a half later after that. I was 18 when that interview happened. When I was 20, I got my own show here. And now this is our 100th show. So make some fucking noise, Toronto. Let's fucking do this, man. This is nice, man. This place is the fucking best. Look, do you remember the first time you ever came here? How nice it was? You're like, oh my God, this place is real. And I think I like it. And you sat down and you're like, everybody can smoke from the vaporizers? All they need is my fucking ID? Sick. You ever tell somebody about this place and they don't believe you? Isn't that beautiful? Oh, you gotta go to this vapor lounge, it's sick. Everybody's just smoking weed, it's crazy. You see people's grandmothers in there and shit. People's grandmothers are sweating. You ever walk in here and you make eye contact with like an old lady or an old guy? Just look at him, they'll what the fuck? I love this place. Look what we're doing right now, man. People around the world think they're ahead, but they ain't ahead of shit. Canada's ahead. People in Sweden think they're ahead because they have IKEA. Fuck IKEA. I'll trade 17 vapor lounges fucking for fuck this, man. Are you crazy? Look at us. We're all looking at each other going, oh my God, bro, we're so fucking high right now. In Sweden, there's not like 500 Swedish guys just going, holy fuck, I'm so high right now. This place is the best. And I'm really happy this is our 100th show. Give it a nice big intro, you know? Who's been here before for shows? Show me. People, we've had some good heckles here one time. One time I literally, fuck it, man. You know what's the best about this? I love people who come here to perform for the first time because they don't know what the fuck they're walking into. You know, because look how beautiful everybody is. No one stopped smiling for the last 3 minutes. I'm looking at everybody, everybody's just got this high smile. All right, let's do it. I wasn't here last week. Listen, you guys got to know something that happened to me last week before I even start tonight. I wasn't here last week because I was in Montreal. And I did a little theater show. It was beautiful, and a couple hundred people in the theater. Real nice in Montreal. But on our way back, our stupid fucking van broke down twice in Cornwall, Ontario, okay? You guys ever been to Cornwall? It's like 10 times worse than Barrie. You ever been to Barrie and you're like, wow, Barrie sucks. Imagine living here. Cornwall's even farther than anything. And it's shit. Anybody here ever been to Cornwall? See, nobody's happy. You know what I'm saying? If I went, anybody been to New York? Yeah! You been to Cornwall? Yeah, I'm just saying. One time my aunt lives there and shit. Okay. But on the way back, listen, our van breaks down. Anybody here ever driving and their car breaks down? It's disgusting. It's shit. Our van broke down on the side of the highway. It was already minus 10 outside. We call a flatbed truck. The flatbed says he can carry 4 people. We have 7 people inside the van, okay? So that means 3 of us have to find another way. So what do? We all stashed out in the back of the van under blankets and fucking bags and shit. You ever been in this situation? It was me and another guy, Sandro, and some other kid that I don't even remember his name right now. I don't even give a fuck. You know why? Because you ever been put in a situation of sheer survival? You guys ever been in fucking survival mode? That shit's fucked, man. My body started shutting down because of how cold it got in the van. You ever have your body shut down? You know what I'm talking? You ever have like minor hypothermia? You don't know what the fuck is going on? It's insane. Survival mode, trust. Nobody in here's ever been in survival mode. None of us, man. We've never been stuck anywhere, but I was. I was stuck in the Arctic for like 3 hours. Listen, Cornwall to Toronto on the back of a flatbed inside of a van. And the van is mad old, and there was just large breezes coming in, man. And you feel it because when you're that cold, you feel everything. You know what me and some other guy had to do? We were tucked in between the back bench and the front seats like this. And I had to tuck my feet under his ass. And every once in a while, he would fart, and I go, thank you so much. Those are so fucking warm. Those are so fucking warm, bro. Let those out whenever you want, eh? Just fucking let it even build up and just let it get hot, man. You ever been put in survival? My heart was shutting down, man. I'd want to talk. I'd be like, hey, guys, how you guys feeling, man? It was great because there was pizza in the car, and everybody was eating pizza, but fuck that. I heated up my pizza. I put my pizza in between my knees, and I just chilled there for like 20 minutes, and it was just so nice. That pizza was probably -5. But when you're in -30, that's fucking warm. And it was nice. And the best part was, we even talked about jerking one quick just for the heat. You ever been in a jerk-off survival mode? Where you gotta jerk off to survive? You're like, wow, this is what I've been practicing for all these years, man. I'm on 6 nuts right now, man. Heat, I'm on fire. Get wood, bro, you know. I love how everybody clapped and everyone's like, yo, that's fucked up. And when we got back to Toronto, I'd been holding in the piss for 2 hours in the cold. Because what am I gonna do, pee out the window on the back of a flatbed? The guy's gonna lower the flatbed and be like, what the fuck is that? He's gonna touch it because he's gonna think it's oil or some shit. Oh, it's piss. His face wouldn't be as nice as mine right now. He'd be like, yo, that's fucking piss! No. You ever taste piss by mistake? You have. Everybody, don't say no. You've been in a situation where you're like peeing outside all drunk and then a breeze comes like, oh. You don't say nothing. You're like, fuck it, man. Give your friend a hug. That's fucked. I shouldn't have said that. You know what's fucked up too? On the way here, anybody who drives, make some noise if you drive, man. Let me hear you right now. You know, you ever almost hit somebody? Isn't that fucked? You ever almost hit somebody and for the rest of the day you can't stop thinking about it? You're like, man, that person, fuck, I almost killed him. But it wasn't even a real life or death situation. It's like you making a right and you're not paying attention and then you step in front and they're like, hey! And you're like, oh! But you've never been a nicer person than when you almost hit somebody. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if you're the biggest piece of shit, you almost hit somebody like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Just cross. But in your head, you're like, I almost killed this guy. I should have killed this guy. He didn't even wave or nothing. You ever just get mad behind the wheel for nothing? Sometimes I get mad, you know when? You ever in a line of cars and some guy just comes by and passes everybody right as the light turns green? And you're like, fuck that guy. Why is that guy doing that? But you ever been that guy and you're like, yo, fuck you, woo! That's a double standard in cars. Everybody does it, man. Beautiful shit like that. Man, you guys notice how you don't let nice cars cut in front of you? Do you know what I'm saying? Some guy's driving like a 1970s beat-up car, you let him in. But if some guy's driving like a Mercedes and he's young, you're like, fuck this guy. You look at him and everything, you're like, fuck you. You ever mouth shit to people but they don't know? You know what's my favorite? You ever have people pull up to you at a red light and they just look at you and smile? those people are farting in their car. For real, you ever have that? They just pull up and they look. You know, you know they are. You ever pull up to somebody in Toronto especially, because we smoke so much fucking weed in this city. Look what we're doing right now. We're smoking weed in a giant apartment. Nobody gives a fuck. We're the best. You ever pull up to somebody and you're smoking weed and they're smoking weed too, and you have this beautiful moment in a car where you're like, hey, look at this guy. And the other guy's like, oh, look at this guy. Everybody just tokes for a couple seconds. Isn't that beautiful? We don't give a fuck in Toronto. We don't. I've been walking down the street with a joint and people have honked at me and waved. We're beautiful, man. Okay. I wanted to talk about one more thing. I just wanted to talk about thank you for coming out all the time. And I'm really happy to get the show going right now, man. You guys ready to get this thing going right now? All right. We have a great show for you cats. A bunch of new guys who haven't performed here, but the first guy's coming up right now. He performed here a few weeks ago, and we're happy to have him back. He's been ripping up Toronto. I think he's doing 4 shows tonight. Give it up for J.J. Lieberman, everybody. Make some noise. Let him hear.
He said, oh, Canada. Kind of laughs it off. You're funny, huh? Yeah.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for your host, Mike Rita. 100 fucking shows in a row. Are you guys kidding me? Sold out, packed house. Come on, you guys give it up for yourself. Yes, that's awesome. I want to say, cut the music. That's the first time I always see that, like, when I'm watching like the MMVAs, I just want to come on stage, cut the fucking music, But so that was my first time. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you guys. I don't even smoke weed. I'm 32 years old. Never smoked in my life. Swear to God. Give him a bong, someone said. But I all of a sudden, there's like 4 or 5 weed rooms in Toronto, or I call them marijuana rooms. And I find myself doing them like 2, 3 times a week. I message Rita, I'm like, yo, get me on the room. Because I come on stage and I feel so calm, hungry, but at the same time, like I want to pass out. It's like the greatest feeling. I'm doing this like 2, 3 times a week now, getting so fucking high, and I like it. But I just no, I don't smoke weed. I just go for the contact high, because for you guys who smoke, you probably don't notice it, but I stand right at the back of the room, and I'm like, whoa. Like after 5 minutes, I'm like, it's in me. It's taken over. This is great. This is an awesome feeling. Fucking smoke more, people. Please light your fucking spliffs now. Oh, God. I remember doing a marijuana room, as I say. I remember doing, what do you guys call it? Like a hot box? Are we in a hot box? Yes. I remember doing my first hot box. It was right down the street. Small room, like just the size of these couches. Guy walks out. I'm so freaked out. You know what I mean? I'm like basically walking as a narc in this. People just stare at me. You're like, is this dude a narc? Because he's not too funny. So I walk into the room, and it's right down in the Village area, right? And I'm freaked out. A lot of older guys just like staring at me. That's all right, I still got it at 32, right? But I'm just like, just sit down, stay where you are. Dude who's running the show walks up to me. He's like, hey, I'm JJ. It's my first time doing stand-up at your club, and I'm fucking feeling it. I'm so nervous. I'm sweating. The weed's like fucking getting in every part of my body. It's in my ears. It's in my brain. And guy walks up to me and says, it's like, couple rules. No tobacco. I said, I don't smoke. No drugs. I don't do drugs. And he says, no drink. I don't drink. I mean, I know it's depressing. And he says, but you can fucking smoke weed. I don't smoke. I don't smoke weed. And he says, well, it's a great time to start. And I swear he pulled out a fucking, what do you call them, spliffs? Spliffs, a spliff? A joint? He pulled out a joint the size of a fucking torpedo cigar. I'm like, what do you want me to do with that? He said, smoke it. I'm like, and I'm looking at his nails. His nails like are all blackened from all the marijuana he's rolling. I'm like, nah, dude, I'll pass. I'll pass on that one. I did a room a couple weeks ago, too. And so I get anxious on stage. Not on stage, like in these fucking rooms. I mean, I have enough going on in my head at 32. I'm like, oh, my God, it's bad enough to be me every day. Now I'm high. So I did my set. Some dude sitting at the back of the room. He's like 6'3", 250 pounds, older gentleman. And all of a sudden, I'm just standing there, and the dude just fucking, all I hear is like, poof, just face first on the floor. I'm right beside him. I'm fucking panicking. What to do? Everyone's just sitting there like you. Like it's like kind of like smiles on the face. They can't do anything else except move. If they're left-handed, move their left hand. If they're right-handed, move their right arm. So I feel like I have to be the voice of reason here. I grab my phone and I'm like, should I call 911? And nobody's saying nothing. I'm like, I've got to call 911, people. And so they're like, okay. And so I call 911. And I'm looking at this guy. He's got blood all over the floor. You know, you guys, are you any wrestling fans in here? You guys remember when Mankind fought The Undertaker in Hell in the Cell? This is what this guy looked like. He had a fucking tooth in his nose. I'm like, oh my God, he's dead. His eyes are in the back of his head. So I'm fucking calling 911, and then I like hear a little, like a wiggle. You know, I look over, and he's kind of moving, and they said, 911, what's your problem? I said, some dude is dead. And they're like, okay. And they're like, nah, he's all right. So I'm like, all right. And 911's like, okay. And they just hang up. Like, I'm thinking, shouldn't you send people if you know, someone calls 911? I don't know, but that's what happened. It was crazy. It was wild. And that's a fucking thing about, you know, I was heading over here from another show, and I'm looking at my phone in the subway. There's no service calls except emergency service. You guys know that? Like in the subway? Like, everyone always talks about what's the best I'm high, people. The best cell phone provider. You know, and who is it? Rogers? Fuck no, the guy who can get me phone calls when I'm down in the subway. That would be the best. Wouldn't you pay for that? I like looking at pornography on my phone. And wouldn't that be a ride on the TTC? Ride the Red Rocket. I got a Red Rocket in my pants right now. See, this is not even my material. This is what happened when you guys get me high. I can't fucking do it. I can't do it. I'm going to go to another weed room after this. I'm going to say I can't do it, and then I'm showing up to another weed room on Tuesday. I just want to get high. I grew up as a Jew. My mother wouldn't let me do anything. No play dates, no smoking weed, no contact football. Fuck you, Mom. I'm getting high. And now I have that thing in my throat. What is it called? What's the expression? Cotton mouth. It's like I've been going down on a woman for the last 20 minutes right now, you know? And I'm kind of getting the same reaction. It's like, it's all right. Are you sure you want me to do anything more with the clit? You know? But anyways, guys, I really appreciate you guys tonight. 100th show. Fucking clap for yourselves and for your great host, Mr. Mike Rita.
Y'all are ignorant and stupid. Yes, we have microwave TVs and cell phones. Unintelligent fuck, we invented the telephone. We made Yahtzee, the light bulb.
Hey, give it up for JJ Lee for opening the show right there, nice.
We all got at least one drinking buddy. And after one drink,
as a stoner crowd, it's fucked up to watch Jay because he kind of looks like somebody's like uncle or some shit. Doesn't he kind of look like an uncle? Now you guys listen here, man. You know? I love this sort of place, man. Look what we're doing right now. Isn't this the best? I was watching everybody's reaction, man, and it's just, I love weed more than I like alcohol. Is what you know, like, imagine we were at a bar right now, how loud it would be. Look how quiet it is right now. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Imagine there's like 100 people in here. Imagine there was a bar and there was 100 people in here. How loud it would be. I'd have to be talking like this, and everything would be so much more intense. But with weed, everything's nice and quiet. Because it starts off like that. Because remember when you first started smoking weed, you have to hide that you smoke weed. So you do it everywhere, nice and quiet, you know what I'm saying? You never walk down the street like, hey, we're getting high. You're in a laneway in someone's garage going, oh my God, pass that thing right now. Pass that, fuck yo, just pass that. When you go camping and you buy a 2-4, what's the first thing you do when you come out? You go, hey, we got a fucking 2-4, we're gonna get fucked. When you go camping and you have a half pound, what do? You go, hey, I got a little half pound. Shh, hey, look, hey, shh, shh. Even when you go camping, you're in the middle of the forest, you're like, hey, come here, look at this. Hey, look, shh, shh, look. Crazy. I know, shut up, hey, shut up. Weed's quiet, man. You ever been smoking in someone's basement? You ever smoke in someone's parents' house? Isn't that the most amazing feeling? You ever smoke in someone's parents' house because you're there and everybody's getting high, but you know you shouldn't be getting high? Like I got caught one time in my house, hotboxing my washroom. Everybody gets caught once. If not with your mom, somebody else's mom. And there's always that moment where you're high listening to your buddy get shit from his mother. And you're going, thank God this isn't my mom. You ever got high with somebody? You ever hotbox somebody else's washroom? Everybody in the washroom was pumped. They're like, sick, let's fucking do this. And the guy who owns the house, he's pumped too. But you can see it on the inside. He's like, yeah, let's do this. But on the inside, he's like, fuck, man. This is my washroom. Do I have Febreze in the house? Are these windows big enough? Man. Remember the first time you ever hotboxed something? What'd you guys hotbox first, a washroom or a car? Ooh, okay, make some noise for washroom. Let me hear ya. What about car? Make some noise. I was in a car too for the first time, and it was sick. Do you remember that? Do you remember some guy coming up? Hey, you want to hotbox? My brother's 4 people, 3 joints. We're gonna get fucked, man. Oh, and then 5 minutes in, you're like, holy, it's getting pretty smoky in here, man. 10 minutes in, you're like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Holy, my lungs are on fire, and I can't even open my eyes. Do you remember that? Do you remember needing oxygen but not wanting to be the pussy kid in the back, like, hey, can we get some? Shut the fuck up. All right. Hotboxes are fucked, man. Hotbox seems like a great idea. You ever a Jamaican hotbox? That's fucked. One time my friend's like, yo, you want to do it with a sweater on? Yeah, let's do that with a sweater on. 5 minutes and you're like, I gotta get, bro, I think I'm dying, man. You ever doing this in a Jamaican hotbox? You're all the way on the bottom like this? You're not even using the heat, you're like, fuck the heat, bro. I love it, man. I love all the pod shit that we do. I love it because of our brains too, you know? Our brains are the best. We have brains like nobody else, man. We do small little shit and we forget it all the time. You guys ever put milk in the cupboard and not realize it right away? You know what I'm talking about? You ever making you're making a Nutella sandwich and you're pouring a glass of milk and you put the Nutella, so you put the milk back too, and then you're like, hey, something's wrong here. What is it? You even touch the bread. You go, it's not the fucking bread. What the fuck? You don't even see it. It's right fucking here. You don't even see it. You touch it and you're like, milk, what the fuck? And you're not even surprised. You're like, oh, this goes here. You know. You ever leave a can of pop? You ever leave like a can of Coke in the freezer? You forget all about it? And then have a heart attack 3 hours later? You know what I'm saying? You're just chilling with your friends like, oh, my fucking can of pop! But nothing's gonna happen to the pop. But in your head, what do you picture? Like, you know? And you're in your house on fire because of some sort of can. You're like, fuck, I gotta get that can of pop out of there. But nothing's gonna happen. But I panic. You've been there. You know what's funny? Cell phones too. You ever lose a cell phone? Losing a cell phone is like losing a relative nowadays. Sure, you ever lose your cell phone? You say, hey, like, no, yo, don't call me, I lost my iPhone. Oh, for real, eh? Wow, what a bad buzz, man. Dog, let me know if I can do anything for you, man. For real, I got a Nokia at home, man. Nah, you know how it is, man. Nah, I understand if you don't want to talk to nobody for a couple days. You can't. Lots of fun. How's your mom taking this? She's pissed, man. She paid for the fucking thing. I know, I remember you telling me that. You know what's funny too? You ever stone out on your phone? I mean, everybody calls somebody and forgets. But you ever looking at a picture on your phone and it's a picture of like a screenshot and you forget that it's a screenshot and you start touching it? You're like, what the fuck's wrong with my phone? Oh, it's a fucking picture. You know, you ever do? Okay, all right. You guys are nice and high today too. I can feel it. There was one guy in the back right now who literally did one of my jokes. He walked to the back and he was gonna order something from the back and he went, excuse me, can I get? Just let this girl go first. I can't. And I just stood there watching going, no way, this guy's so fucking high. It's beautiful. Okay, we have a very special guest coming up. Me and this guy have done lots of work together. He's one of my favorite comics in the city, blowing up all over, man, and he's doing lots of work. He's been in LA, New York, and now he's back in Toronto, guys. Give it up for the always wonderful Mr. DJ Demers, everybody. Make some noise. Let him hear it, man.
Napoleon at Waterloo. My name is Diamond D. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I dip and I dab like a Mike Tyson jab. Even though the slap, I possess the gift of gab. I shoot it like a champion. Girls get the panties in.
Yeah. How's it going, everybody? Good to see you. Yeah. I love fucking babies, and I knew it. I was doing an experiment there, and you guys, you proved me correct. I was wondering, I wondered who you would hate more, the comic who said he loves fucking babies, or the one who said he doesn't smoke pot. And you definitely hate non-pot smokers more than you hate baby fuckers. You guys, you proved that one. That's great. Oh, man. Fuck, I love smoking pot. It's just the greatest. I mean, I'm not even trying to be contrary to what he just said. It is a fact. Marijuana, oh shit. The first time I hotboxed my buddy, Eric Deneau, I will never forget it. He was doing an experiment where he said deodorant's bullshit. And he's like, I don't need deodorant. And it had been like a month and a half, and we were all like, dude, you need deodorant. Like, this is fucking terrible. And then we hotboxed for the first time in this little bathroom, and it was like BO times a million. It was horrible. I can't think of a hotbox now without thinking of Eric Deneau's disgusting, sweaty body every time. I do it anyway, but I'm just telling you, it's always in my mind. It's always there. I smoke a lot of pot, right? And then I don't know if it causes my tendencies or if I'd have weird tendencies anyway. But like, I watch porn. We all do. Big whoop, right, guys? And the thing about porn is it's getting a little too rough for me. I'm just like, I miss the days of a good old blowjob. Everyone's having a good time instead of the man like, I'm gonna kill you. You know? It's just not romantic anymore. But well, I mean, I guess I wouldn't have to watch it if I didn't always search for it. But so it's always rough guys throating girls, you know? When you use the search term rough guys throating girls. But no, it's horrible. But I know it's horrible. And it's a weird thing. I've started to time my ejaculation with the guy in the porno. I'm like, we're going to go through this together, buddy, you and me. But it's really disconcerting, though, when you're doing that. You're like, all right, oh, yeah, perfect time, and we're about to go. And then the cameraman decides to focus on the dude's face while he's coming. You're like, no, back to the girl. Hold. They're like on him for like 12 seconds. You're like, and now you're ejaculating to a man grimacing. It's horrible. Why do they think that's a good idea? Horrible. I was in the bathroom before I came here at a restaurant, and it was messed up. I sat down to take a shit, sitting in this bathroom, and the crack between the door and the rest of the stall was like 3/4 of an inch wide. I'm talking, like, people could just look at me sitting there shitting. I'm like, oh, come on. Who designed the bathroom stall with a 3/4 of an inch crack here? Who thought that was a good idea? It's like a fucking, yeah, we're thinking an open concept for this bathroom. We think your customers will really like that. There'll be no secrets in your shitty diner. Horrible. Wasn't even like I could kind of see them looking at me. I could see full eyeballs looking at me. It's like the goddamn T-Rex from Jurassic Park looking at me. Very disconcerting. And I forgot my phone at the table with my buddy, so I'm sitting there. I couldn't even distract myself. Have you guys tried to go to the bathroom without your phone lately? Terrifying. It was horrible. I didn't realize until I started to take down my pants. I'm like, all right, I'll just check Facebook. Oh, no. I guess I'll just think. I don't know. I don't remember how to do it. Hey, you, the T-Rex there, you remember how to think? I see you. See your full goddamn eyeball. Ridiculous. Oh, and then they were out of toilet paper. It was a bathroom trip from hell. You got to check on the toilet paper situation before you actually do your business, because there's nothing more embarrassing than having to tell a restaurant employee that they're out of toilet paper. Because it doesn't matter how you phrase it. All they're hearing you say is, yeah, my ass is really shitty right now. Got a real shitty ass. I tried to play it cool. I was like, hey, just wanted to let you know you're all out of toilet paper. Don't worry, I got what I needed. I mean, I'm good. I just noticed, right when I pulled down the last little square for myself, they're going to be out for the next person. And I'm like, I'm a humanitarian, so just wanted to let you know. But tell you what, I'm going by the bathroom anyway. Why don't you just give me a roll and I'll bring it over for you? No big deal. Give me the goddamn roll. I guess I didn't play it that cool, really. It's so hard. There's like a half a joint here, and I don't have a lighter. Just looking at a half a joint. Well, I mean, it's not even mine. That would be rude. But marijuana, eh, guys? Usually you got a light. Well, you're a good man. I actually brought a joint to smoke on stage, and then I got here and lit it up immediately. I have no willpower. I also can't use lighters when I'm high. That happen to anybody? You lose the ability to light shit? By the way, Mike, I hope this is okay. Thank you. Anyways, guys, I wear hearing aids. Got really quiet in here for a second, huh? Or did it? No, it did. It did. I heard that. No, I wear hearing aids for real. Not exactly street legal. Keep that on the DL. That doesn't mean anything. No, guys, I don't want any pity or sympathy because my hearing aids are my homeboys, man. I love them so much. Life is great for a hearing impaired dude in the 21st century. Like, if I lived 100 years ago, my life would have sucked. Like, I would imagine if I lived in the village, I would have been the dude in the village with, like, the giant horn in my ear. Nobody liked that guy. Every conversation would have been horrible. Just like, hey, DJ, how's it going? How you been? What's that now? Ah, fuck it. I'm not talking to that guy. I was going to tell you there's a fire in the village, but you'll figure it out. They got an alarm clock that vibrates under my pillow now. Because I couldn't hear my alarm because I take my hearing aids out to sleep. Can't hear shit. But they invented this alarm clock that vibrates under my pillow, which is amazing because now I can wake up, you know, like a normal person. But it's also really terrifying because now all my dreams end in an earthquake. Hard to get used to for sure. You want some of that? Yeah, there's your lighter too. Thank you very much. Once again, Mike, I'm going to hit you back with like 5 J's. I apologize. Highly unprofessional of me. Can you believe that? Now we're buddies. I don't know where he is. Yeah, so anyways, guys, I'm deaf. And I smoke a lot of pot, and that'll fuck you up, because I take out my hearing aids sometimes when I'm at home, and I just go full Helen Keller, you know? And I'm allowed. It's cool. I'm allowed. But I get my Helen Keller on, and that's great. Like, you guys, it's awesome. The world's totally silent, so peaceful. I'm loving life. But it's tough, because I have a cat, and I can't hear shit, right? But cats hear everything. So when you're stoned and just laying there, it'll fuck you up. I'm like, oh yeah, peaceful. Not a care in the world. And then I'll look over at my cat, and she'll be like, holy fuck, what's going on? I thought everything was all right. There's like an apocalypse happening or something. And I look over at her, and in my stoned mind, she starts talking to me. Oh, what's that? Oh no, our neighbors in Unit 4 just set the cutlery down, that's all. Startled me. That's what she talks like. Oh, Johnny in Unit 6 just did his zipper up. What a fright. The petunias are blossoming in Chile. Do they have petunias in Chile? If they did, my cat would hear him. You better believe that. I'm going to end with this, guys. It doesn't have anything to do with my hearing aids, so if you came for the disability humor, I apologize. I know a lot of you are going out there looking for that niche market. They always say if you're going to prison, right, don't drop the soap. It's just a known fact. Everyone says, you're in prison, don't drop the soap. And everyone just accepts it, but I've been thinking lately about how stupid that expression is, don't drop the soap. Like, if you're in prison and a dude wants to have sex with you in your bum, against your will, I don't think he's too concerned with the convenient segue, you know? I don't think social etiquette's really coming into play on that one. You're never going to hear the conversation, hey, Big Bill, did you ever end up raping that guy in the shower? You know I wanted to. Been talking about it for weeks, but was in the shower with this guy for 10 minutes. Would you believe it? Son of a bitch didn't drop the soap once. Didn't want to make it awkward, you know? Got to see this guy every day, for Christ's sake. I just want to have sex with him against his will. I'm not an animal. Thank you very much, everybody. Mike Rita.
DJ, I gotta fight smoking my J on stage. No, I'm just kidding, man. Jay, give it up for DJ one more time, man. Let him hear it. Yeah, DJ's a good time, man. I want to talk about something. He was talking about porno getting too hardcore. And there's something he was mentioning that I don't know about too hardcore, but there's things in porno that I'm getting excited for. I think I'm seeing more regular sized penises in porno nowadays, and I'm getting excited. When you see like a penis that's like, when you see a dick that's like yours, aren't you like, sick, bro? Destroy this girl, homie. You got this, man. This guy's like me. I would have destroyed this girl too. You know what I'm saying? You ever feel like you're on a team? You're like, what is that guy? Like fucking 7 inches? We got this, doc. Come on, man. What? Pop, pop. No? You guys don't watch porno or some shit? There's this really funny dude in porno. You guys gotta know who he is, man. If you haven't watched porno in the last 3 years, I understand. But if you have, there's a guy named Mandingo, and he's the fucking man. He's got this giant baby arm dick, and it's hilarious, man. Bro, he's got such a big dick that it's a trip. Well, you could do so much stuff with that big dick. You know what I'm saying? You could just walk around in high school and being like, what, you're not gonna suck it, you fucking dumb bitch? It's huge, okay? Like, the first thing he does in every porno, I swear to God, with his little baby arm dick, is he comes out and he lays it on the girl's face and he goes, it's bigger than her face. And she goes, it's bigger than my face. And he just, yeah, you know, that's amazing. And there's this one porno where the guy picks up a chick with his dick. He's literally fucking her, this little tiny, like, Asian chick, bam, bam, bam. And he just lets go and he picks her up and she's just hanging on his dick. That's amazing. None of us in here could do that. Even on the best day with the most Kegel muscle exercises ever, none of us could hold up a chick on our dick. This guy just looks at the camera and goes, yeah. What? It's amazing. That would be my Facebook display picture. Just a girl hanging off my edge of my dick. Cliffhanger. Ah! I tag her. I don't give a fuck. Christina. I don't give a fuck. Shit is hilarious. What? And if you meet Mandingo in real life, do you take a picture with him? You go, hey, Mandingo, can I get a pic? Or you go, come on, just take it off, doc. It's bigger than my face. You put your face beside it. Why not? You live one time. Might as well take a picture with a famous dick. That shit's hilarious. Porno's funny, man. Porno's funny. My favorite thing in porno, too, sometimes you see somebody shoot a cum shot on a girl's face and she doesn't like it. What the fuck did you think you were signing up for? She can't say, she's like, oh, no, oh, what the fuck? Take it like a champ, you bitch. That's for the boys. The girls are like, that's fucked up. It's not nice. Don't say that. She probably had a hard day. Who knows? Her car might have broke down a fucking Cornwall for all we fucking. Okay. All right, we'll talk about that shit after. You guys are really good right now, too. Everybody's feeling nice. You guys feeling okay, Vapor Lounge? Nice, man. I love you guys. You guys are the fucking best. We have a very special guest coming up right now. I've been performing with this cat since day one, since I started doing comedy. He is a fucking improv champion, and he's slowly going to New York to perform at the Frigid Festival in New York soon. So he's coming here to practice. Give it up for one of the coolest cats in the scene, Mr. Keelan Miller, everybody. Make some noise. Let him hear it, man.
I don't know what I would do without y'all. I'm about to the day I found.
Guys, I have a mouth twitch that I'd like to talk about before it happens, so bear with me. It's like a bah in the middle of a sentence, so watch for it. You can point and laugh when it happens. People do that all the time. I'm fine with it. I had like this mouth twitch for like 6 years before I was like, I should go to the doctor because waiting for it to go away isn't working out for me. And I went to the doctor and I was like, what is this? And they were like, we don't know. And I was like, oh no, that's the opposite of reassuring. What do we do now? And they were like, blood work. And I was like, oh, thank God. What for? And they were like, syphilis. And I said, well, I'm just going to take off. Because I don't want that information. Like, I don't want to be at a dinner party at some point, go bah in the middle of a sentence, and have a bunch of people like, oh, what's that? And be like, oh, that's my syphilis talking. Yeah, it's gross. So you're into design? That's interesting. Like, there's no recovery for that. I don't have syphilis though. I have acute Tourette's, which just sucks, because I really wanted to have Keelan Miller syndrome, because that's my name plus syndrome, and then I could like retire from comedy, just do Keelan Miller syndrome benefit gigs. try and raise money for the cure. It's mushrooms, if anyone's curious. If you have a kid and they have acute Tourette's, you give them mushrooms and they'll be fine-ish. I also feel like I could handle, like, as a comic, I feel like I could handle the full-on, like, swearing Tourette's. Like, I know that's not the medical term, but, like, I feel like I could handle that a bit better. Like, feel like people would leave shows and they'd be like, oh, I really like that Keelan Miller guy. He swore a lot and he said chicken faggot like 13 times, but other than that, he's pretty good. If you guys are offended at the word chicken faggot, please don't be. It's just a lot of chicken held together with twine. Hello, the small amount of people here who like to read the dictionary for fun. That joke was for you. I have massively overjudged it. Guys, I hate it when guys ask me questions like, can I suck your dick? You know what I mean? You guys probably know what I'm talking about, right? No? Oh, I hate it, man, because it's may I. It's like, learn how to talk to people when you're walking on the street, dude. Be awkward and shit. You guys ever taste your own cum? Specifically, I'm actually now just addressing you. No, I'm fucking around. Everybody, seriously, anyone here ever just, like, you've got, like, a hot date coming up and stuff, and you're like, oh, I'm definitely gonna bust in this chick's mouth. So it's like you jerk off in the morning and you're like, oh, this is a little bit off-brand. This is not that good. This is a bit too bitter. I am going to cancel this date. I am going to reschedule for next week, and I'm going to get some pineapple into my system. No? No one here does that. I'm the only person here who does that. Maybe I'm just too classy. Maybe that's my problem. Man, high school sure was tough. Am I right, faggots? Fine. I recently stopped going to STD clinics to get my blood checked out. Instead, what I'm doing now is I'm donating my blood as frequently as possible. Someone will call me and tell me to stop. It's so much less pressure. You guys know what I mean? Just lying to them. Do you guys like soccer? Yeah, that would have been a question to ask in like 2009. Do you guys, like, I feel like it's insane in this country that we actually call it soccer. You know what I mean? Like, it's, like, to me it's football, because, like, my parents made me watch, like, Chelsea FC and shit when I was a kid, so, like, I just call it football immediately. But, like, I think it's insane. Okay, if you think that we should call it soccer, explain to me what Toronto FC stands for without using the word football. Yeah, it's impossible. That's why I asked that question. So I legitimately think we should call it football. And you might be like, oh, Keelan, that's going to be really confusing. What are we going to do about football? You know what, man? That's not football's problem. That's football's problem. Sweet. I hate it when guys ask me questions like, hey, Keelan, are you still sleeping with that drag king? You know what I mean? That's an awkward thing to just kind of say for no reason. Because, like, okay, look, when you have sex with Keelan Miller, you don't get to sleep. Because I snore. Also, I don't want to sleep in a public bathroom. That's gross. Do you guys like sleeping in public bathrooms? Maybe I've misjudged the entire audience on this. So we're not reacting in a crazy way. You having fun, man? Sweet. I was all worried because you're like arms are crossed and shit. And I was like, oh man, this guy is angry at me. Frightened as hell. Oh. I recently saw this friend of mine from high school named Mark, and Mark asked me a question. It's just like, fuck it, I should just say it. He asked me if I would ever suck dick for $1 million. And my immediate reaction was, Mark, we're 26. You've asked me that question way too much. Like, my answer's never changed. Why would it change today? My answer is always just no. $100,000 is more than enough money. You could tip me $1 million, but that's 900%. That's creepy. You guys know what I mean? Someone try to tip you 900% for anything, they're trying to get you to help them hide a body. That's the only assumption I can make on that. Do you guys ever take the bus? I'm asking a lot of questions of you guys, and I'm well aware of that. But do you guys ever take like the bus or like the subway, or like are you ever in a situation where you're just surrounded by people? Yeah, I made that relatable. You're welcome. When you're in that situation, you ever go like, oh man, I hope none of these people are using their secret telepathic powers to listen to my private conversation inside my head? So you think like, fuck you, telepathic people, like really loudly in your head, and then you look around quickly to see if anybody flinches. I assume everybody does that because no one ever flinches. So, well, you guys maybe didn't like this a lot. But one day you're going to be like, hey, remember we saw Keelan Miller at Vapor Central just hours before he murdered his parents?
No, it's what we've been working. This is what we've been working hard for. We're gonna enjoy the fruits out.
Hey, keep it going for Keelan Miller, everybody. One more time. Yeah, man. Don't kill your parents. Shit's a bad buzz, man. So much blood. That's the real bad buzz, you know. Not the death, it's the blood. Anybody in here have immigrant parents? I don't know about you, but if you guys know anything, the reason our parents, if your parents probably don't like weed if they're immigrants. And even if they're old white people, they probably fucking hate drugs, man. Depends how old and how strict and how weird they are. But it's crazy because my mother doesn't know anything about drugs, okay? She doesn't know anything. She just knows what she knows from the news, what she hears from her friends, from people on the bus, fucking, you know, old people shit. And she doesn't know. And all she knows about weed is what she sees on the news. But nowadays, all she sees on the news is how it's becoming legal everywhere and how everybody wants to legalize it. And she's a little Portuguese lady, and I love it. You know, hello, everybody, you know. She's a tiny little, and she came up to me and she goes, Mikey, everybody on the TV talk about the drugs. They're going to make okay the drugs. They like the marijuana. Everybody smoke. It's okay. They're going to make it okay. I go, yeah, they are going to make it okay. Like I said they were for years. She goes, no. For real, everybody gonna be like you. And I went, yeah, everyone's gonna be like me. She's gonna be like, there's no more chocolate milk nowhere. I said, no, duh. My mom's the best. You ever have your parents turn on you and shit? They ever, you know what I'm saying? You ever have your parents use weed against you? You're getting mad. You're like, I don't give a fuck. And they're like, hey, relax. Go smoke a little bit of drugs and come talk to me. I like you more when your eyes are red. You're nice. You sit down, you listen. You fall asleep, you eat. It's okay. You're nice. When you don't smoke drugs, you fucking shit. You mean. You don't eat. You never home. Where do you go? You ever have your parents ask you that? Where do you go? Where do you fucking go? Huh? You know home never. You come from school, you fucking go out. And then I go to sleep, and I don't even know if you ever gonna come home again. You ever have this shit? And you're like, what the fuck do you think I'm doing? I'm in someone's basement that I can smoke weed at, and I'm just there getting fucking shot at in video games. You ever tell your mom what you do? I just sit in someone's basement. Why don't you sit in our basement? I don't want to sit in our fucking basement. Our basement shit. Not say that. We have TV, fridge, toilet fucking 1 second away. What? Yeah, just, you know, I smoke weed in my house too. I did it because I've always had a room separate from everything. And then, you know, it's just fuck. I smoke, make noise if you smoke weed in your parents' house, or you did, you know what I'm saying? Of course you did, man, because remember when you wouldn't even smoke weed and come home high? And then one day you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna go home high. Do you remember that day? Do you remember when you wouldn't go home high in high school? Your friends would be like, yo, what are you doing after this joint? You're like, not going home. I'll walk around the mall for 4 hours. I don't give a fuck. I'll go to Foot Locker 6 times, check out the same shoe, just all high. Oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck. You ever walk by somebody so many times in the mall, like the kiosk, that you know them? You're like, hey, what's up, Evan? What's going on? Yeah. Oh, bro, nobody. I don't know. And then one day you start coming home high. Do you remember that day? Remember that day? You do remember, because everybody remembers. Do you remember going, check, everybody checks yourself. Remember that? You remember coming home and you smell your fingers and you go, oh, they smell like weed. And what do? You like chew gum and then you put gum on your fingers or something. You have cologne, you spray them on your fingers. You ever have your parents check your fingers? Let me smell your fingers. Why? Let me smell it. Your breath smell like fucking gum. So something, let me smell. It's drugs. And you're like, it's not drugs, it's sweat. It's not sweat. I can smell the fucking sticky stuff in the armpit. But it's not. Why you come home high on drugs, Mikey? Do you ever get caught coming home high? What a beautiful moment. Because you're high, and on the outside, you're like... But on the inside, you're like, fuck, man! Why the fuck am I even here? I should have just got out of the mall. And then one day you start smoking weed right on your veranda. You don't even leave. Do you remember you used to leave and go for a walk to smoke a joint? And then eventually, fuck, you go to the patio or you go to your veranda. You go like, oh, 9 o'clock, okay, they're watching their show. You go outside on the veranda, you talk. You have a cigarette ready, even if you don't smoke a cigarette. Just in case they book you, like, what are you smoking? You're like, it's a cigarette. It's not even lit. Shut the fuck up. It's beautiful things, man. And you know what's the best? Look, we're gonna be the best fucking drug parents. Our kids aren't gonna get away with shit. We should all fuck with our kids. As soon as they come home high, just be like, are you high on drugs? You're fucking high on drugs. I'm gonna make you fucking cookies right now. What the fuck? Yeah, sit the fuck down. I'll make you some chocolate milk. Chill out. Okay, yeah, nice. Act mad, but do nice shit. You want a fucking massage or something? Yeah? Sit down! Man. That's just fuck. But it's a good time. And you guys are feeling nice right now. We have a bunch of great guests coming up. Your next cat is the host and the creator of Never Too Young for Profanity. A fucking up-and-comer in the city. Just started working on the Wednesday nights with Yucks. Very talented young man. Give it up for Mr. Sam Feldman, everybody. Give it up for him, man. Let him hear.
Woo! I'm a very talented young man. What up? Very gifted or shit. Holla! No, that did not work. I'm much, much, much too white to ever say holler. I get it. Yeah, I know. If I so much, I get a sunburn just by listening to Dr. Dre. It's it's a problem. But I love that buttery flow. I don't know. Guys, I don't know things, so that's good. Fuck, I ran into a guy from school back there, and now I have to be good or he's gonna beat me up. That's more for me and my bully. Aw. That was good. I got an aw from over there if you didn't catch that in the back or on the webcam. Webcam? Sure. Guys, as a lot of you know and the rest of you have assumed, I do work at Pita Pit. I just got off of a shift from there, and it's the biggest, worst place ever. I hate it so much. Like, fucking, I open, and this happens every time I open. There's never any change in the building. The only change that my manager keeps is nickels and pennies, and one of those is obsolete. So you can tell where the organizational shit is there. Like one time I opened the store and there were no loonies, toonies, quarters, or dimes on the premises. Like I called my manager, like, what do I do? She's like, go out and ask for change. That's humiliating. People are just shouting at me like, get a job. I'm like, no, I have one. This is it. I I hate it so. It's gotten to the point. This is literally true. Literally, it's not like figuratively honest. I'm like stealing uniforms just to use as cum towels. That's a real place that I'm at now, and it is dark. This lady in the front row is so not amused by that. I feel like emotionally speaking, you're just in a perpetual state of not angry, just disappointed. You know what I mean? Everyone else here? People in the back, was that a succinct analysis or what? Sunburns. Guys, thing I like to do is I love going to, I'm a broke student. I go to sketchy restaurants in Chinatown and get drunk for like ridiculously cheap. Does anyone else know the place in Chinatown with $6 pitchers? It's horrible. Like, you pay for that 100% in everything else. Just like the food's all disgusting, the service is all. This is a real thing. The women's washroom locks from the outside. That's what that place is like. Someone applauded that, which is just wow. His date is not going well right now. But here's the thing that's amazing. They just made it to the cover of Asian Restaurant News, which is great. Like, first thing that you notice about this fine publication, bam, back cover is on upside down. Which is a good tip-off. Here's a choice passage from it that I really like. If you are a first-time customer who happen to be so into spice, then the stewed lamb and hot pot would be strongly recommended. The ingredients include wolfberry, Chinese dates, lamb, etc. Because the only thing weirder than listing the ingredients to a dish in a restaurant review is not listing all of the ingredients. The lamb has been blanched in boiling water in the first place in order to remove the blood water. Guys, blood water sounds less like a line from a restaurant review and more like the title of a critically acclaimed HBO series. You know what I mean? Nick Cage would be in it for no reason. It'd be one of his, okay parts. Nick Cage is 50%, not 50%, that's very generous. I don't know, 30% amazing and then 60% doing terrible superhero movies. And that's my Nick Cage joke, guys. What? Yeah, God of War is also good. This has just devolved into a conversation between us. Guys, I was not a cool kid in high school. You're shocked, I know. I remember the only sport award thing I ever got was a participation award for T-ball. Yeah, that's the lowest award in all of sports. That's the trophy they give to kids who I guess should get a trophy for the sport they put kids into who I guess should have a sport. You know? Fucking, I remember when I was in high school, one of my friends were losing their virginities, getting their first girlfriend and stuff. I had my first wet dream. That's where I was at. This guy knows. He's yeah, I had weird glasses in high school. They were all the googly-eyed things. And people are always why do you wear that? It's not Halloween. I just told this guy's life story, and he is terrified at my psychic abilities. And you guys are all terrified at my comedic abilities. It's great. Round of applause. That joke's hilarious if you go to as many comedy shows as me, and not in any other case. As we are all learning right now. Anyway, point of the story. When my friends having their first girlfriend and stuff, I had my first wet dream. Here's the thing that's fucked up though. I didn't have sex in my wet dream. I awkwardly asked a girl out, then jerked off thinking about her. Yeah, let that sink in. Yeah, think about that. Yeah, it's official, guys. I literally can't even get laid in my dreams. Think about it. Figments of my imagination just want to be friends. It's not good. Oh my god. Scooby-Doo's weird. Not traumatic dreams I had. Guys, I do love changing the topic drastically. I like going to movies a lot. I love going to IMAX movies specifically. Is anyone else like into the fucking IMAX? Yeah. The thing I love is I just love the laser shot they do at the beginning. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's just like
IMAX is faster than a Formula One race car. It doesn't even make sense. It's like a T-Rex right in your fucking face. We have people in every level of government. We are the police.
You know, they do the normal stuff, right? You could woo for that, sure. It's not. That's a really good impression. I'm gonna continue with the joke. No, don't worry, you're doing great. Fucking the thing that's awesome though is the last time I went, they threw me a curveball though, right? They go, IMAX is bigger than your imagination. Did you just compare a movie theater to arguably the greatest of all human faculties? That's ballsy. Right? It's like Walmart saying their prices are as low as love. You're out of your fucking league. I'm qualified to say that's bullshit, because I saw Avatar on acid. Yeah, 3D IMAX front row. That's a groovy Thursday night. Like, here's the thing. We did it. Like, it was like a second time doing acid. We did it, dropped it, get into the theater. It's starting to kick in. It's the Scotiabank, like, fucking Paramount thing, so everything is an insane cartoon outside, too. So we get, and I'm just, like, high as a fucking kite, just stoned as an Afghani feminist. And that was a thing. Anyway, fucking IMAX is a big-ass movie theater with a fancy sound system. I was in a giant golden egg made of shining rainbow faces, where I learned that the meaning of life is life. Guys, IMAX is not bigger than your imagination, but acid is. Thanks, guys. Follow me at samthefeldman@hotmail.com.
Let's play with it.
Up for Mike.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that hotmail. Sam Feldman, everybody, make some noise. Sammy was talking about acid, man. I like acid, but I love mushrooms, man. Anybody in here like make some noise if you've never done mushrooms. Let me hear you. That's insane. That's one person in the back. Woo! Make some noise if you have done mushrooms. Let me hear you. Yeah! Woo! Mushrooms is a shit, and we all know it's a shit. Sometimes I've never had a real big bad buzz on mushrooms. Anybody here ever have a bad buzz on mushrooms? You guys are fucked, man. What'd you guys do, you know? Did you guys sin? Did you guys have bad karma? I've never had a bad trip, man. I've had some intense trips where I can't even talk to nobody. You ever been so high on mushrooms that you don't even want to be that high anymore? You know what I'm talking about? You ever been sitting there going, I don't want this no more. I'm so fucking high. I just want to relax and chill out without my body being like, you know that feeling of being like, whoa, it's like you're electric. There's a pulse, man. And mushrooms is fucked, and we all know it, because I remember the first time I ever did mushrooms. It was amazing. I went to the dealer, and he goes, yo, man, Reeds, Mike, is this your first time doing this? I go, yeah. He goes, watch out. I went, for what? He goes, everything, man. I went, everything? He goes, yeah, everything, man. And it's true. He even said, he goes, don't look in mirrors. I couldn't wait to look in a fucking mirror. Amira's great. You ever been really high on mushrooms? And I don't mean like, oh, we did a 20 stack and went for a walk. I mean like, you ever done like 5 grams? It's like 3 in the morning. You're like, what the fuck? And you look in the mirror. You're like, there's nothing wrong with my face. Holy fuck. Whoa, man. What the fuck? And you look again. And you ever just look at your face and your eye just starts getting bigger? You're like, no, wow, that's cool. You ever sit down in a washroom that has tiles? And the tiles are a different color than the little white lines in between each tile. Never have tiles been more amazing than when you're high on mushrooms. When you're sober, you're like, fuck these tiles. When you're high on mushrooms, you're like, oh my God, these fucking tiles. They don't stop moving. Sick. You ever stare at something and it doesn't stop moving? And you don't give a fuck? You're like, this is what it's all about. Don't. One time I kept looking at a McDonald's sign on Dufferin and DuPont, and all I kept doing was coming real close. Whoa! Ooh! And every time I do the sound with it, I'd be like, here it comes, boys. Oh! It almost got us that time, man. And my friends weren't seeing it, but they're like, yo, man, be safe with this shit. Don't let it fall on you. You ever been high on mushrooms? You try to talk to animals? You know what I'm talking about? You ever been high in a park, and you're like, this squirrel knows that I'm trying to talk to him. Look, he's looking and he's stopping. I'm with you, squirrel. Don't be scared. Where you going? Come back. He doesn't know, but I love him. Mushrooms is like going on Drop Zone. You guys everybody in here been on Drop Zone? Let me tell you how it is. Remember the first time you ever did mushrooms? Doing the mushrooms for the first time is like going on Drop Zone. Because when you pop them, boom, there's no turning back. It's like going in line for Drop Zone, and you're getting right to the front of the line right away. You're like, fuck, for real, eh? We're really doing this? All right, we're here. Let's do this. I didn't want to do this, but let's do this. This is fucked, eh? It's a little scarier as you get a little closer. And that's when you start getting high on mushrooms. You don't feel it. What you feel is your nerves kicking in, and your legs are the first thing to feel it when you get high on mushrooms. It's your stomach hurts, and then your legs go, ugh. You know what I'm talking about. You're like, oh, fuck, here it goes. And your legs don't want to move anymore, and then your body just goes, like, remember that electric starts building up. You're like, oh, we're charging up, man. That's just like when you sit down and you start going up on the ride. You know, when you buckle in, you're like, fuck, this is really happening. I'm gonna get high right now, literally and figuratively, man. You know, it's like when you go up, what do? You just prepare for it, man. You prepare for the top. You prepare for the peak. That's what you do when you're high on mushrooms too. You think you're peaking, but you never actually peak. You just keep getting higher, and then it drops. That's just like when you're on Drop Zone. What do you do when you get to the top? You wait for the peak. You wait for the drop. What do you do? What does everybody do? You listen to that, you shit bricks. Someone's like, shit bricks. And what do? You listen to that fucking wind. That silent wind, no sound from the city, no. Sounds like wind that you're gonna hear before you die or some shit. You hear some kid in this, like, all the way so far. You're like, shut the fuck up, kid. I can hear you from up here. And what's the best? What do you do in your head? You count it. You ever just go, we're going to fall down in 3, 2, 1, You know, and this is not the best. That's like when you get high on mushrooms. You think you're peaking. You're like, we're peaking. And then 10 minutes later, you're like, oh, fuck. We're fucked, man. That squirrel. Come here. You know. And that's mushrooms are like Drop Zone. I like that. The first time I ever wrote that, I was really high on mushrooms, but I was like, man, that makes sense. It's just going to be very hard to convince other people of it, but you guys were convinced. You guys knew what the fuck I was talking about. Everybody in here has done Drop Zone, and everybody in here has done mushrooms. Except for that one guy in the back. Someone's phone ringing? You guys hear that? Forget it. I'm just so high. You ever, this isn't like a fucking hack joke, but you ever just high and you think you hear your phone? Pretend like nothing happened. You just had a little heart attack waiting for the bus. Oh no. You ever feel it vibrate? That's the weird. You ever feel it in your, and you touch it and nothing? You're like, what the fuck? But I could have swore to fucking high people, man. Okay, I gotta keep the show rolling. We're having a good time. You guys having a good time? Nice. I think we have 4 more comedians, maybe 3, 4 tops, and then we're gonna bring up some of your rap. We have 2 amazing rappers tonight. We have Alex Thompson, and no, Alex Thomas, right? It's Alex Thomas. Yeah. See, I fucked up. This shit's great, but he's amazing. I've heard nothing but great things, and we also have DNA from Mississauga. DNA is one of the best like rap duos / trios working in the fucking country right now, man. I listen to all these cats all the time. They do my show all the fucking time. I love them. They make their own beats. They just do a lot of work, and they're great, and I'm really happy to have them. But before we do, we're gonna bring up your next couple comics. Your next cat is actually from Vancouver. He's been touring all over the fucking country. He just came back from Halifax, St. John's, and now he's back in Toronto. Give it up, everybody, for Miss Chris Gaskin, everybody. Make some noise.
Only on the left hand. When I smoke, I'm tilted to the side like a kickstand. Roll up a rocket, call me a missile man. I'm shaking.
Perfect time to leave. Fuck. All right, let's talk about how young I look and get that out of the way, because not like I don't have mirrors at home and I don't know. Half of you are like, isn't it a fucking school night? What the? Kids gotta have chemistry or something. I'm 26. Yeah. That's what I hate about being 26, is people like that. What? You look young. That didn't sound like a compliment. Sounded like an accusation. Do you think I want to look like a giant toddler? I don't. Everyone always tries to tell me how great it is to look young. They have no idea. They're like, dude, it's great to look young. I'm like, really? You ever been ID'd at 7-Eleven, like buying a Slurpee? Dude, you ever been pulled over by the cops just because it was past 8:30? I don't even drive. I was fucking walking. Like when you go to restaurants, they give you a cup of crayons all the time. Huh? You ever been turned down by a prostitute for fear that she'd get arrested? It's like you have a goatee. You don't know. You don't. I bet you love Movember. I hate Movember. I hate it because this is a 26-year shadow. So I get mocked that entire month. Everyone's like, "Don't you want to grow a mustache? Don't you want to grow a mustache?" And I'm like, "I want to grow." Because I'm a short guy. I'm like the byproduct of shitty people breeding. That's what I am. It's like they found each other and had sex, and then like 6 months later, I was like, ta-da! I don't think he's too high tonight. Like, I just think that guy just doesn't get it. He was staring up at me like that didn't make sense. Takes 9 months to have a baby. If you were 6 months, you'd be prima. Oh, it's a good job. I just have everyone. Why do you look pissed off all the time? Like, because if I look upwards at a guy not pissed off, it looks like I'm in love. Oh. What, Corey? It's a fucking disaster. I psychologically have like an advantage, like the Department of Women, but like I know psychologically how things work, but I just can't apply it for my own ways. Like all my friends will come up to me and ask me for advice, but because I don't know how to apply it myself, I'm like, dude, I had some chick leave me to fuck a midget. Are you sure I'm the best person to ask for advice? Okay, if there's any of you like PC cops, like, no, you can't say that word. No, he fucked my date. He's a midget. Fuck him. Sit there and tell him, no, he's a little person. Goddamn right he's a little person. Takes a little piece of shit to do something like that. I just have this whole thing where, like, I understand that it's all risk versus reward with women, with how I pick them up, because I've got a bit of an ego. So I know, like, the uglier the woman, the less the risk for me. But the reward's the same with the lights off, right? So I Okay, you guys aren't getting this. It's like if you're watching basketball, someone goes up and like slam dunks it. You know how you're like, that's the shit, right? And then like the next play, the guy goes up and lays it up, and you're like, nah. Like that's what an ugly girl is. She's a layup, right? So, but she's still worth 2 points. So I don't see what's the fucking problem. I'll go for 2 points. I don't give a fuck. I had a buddy who's like, dude, you're into girthy broads. And I'm like, you're into like fucking stick figures. Shut up. He pointed this girl out to me one night. I had to wait for her to like turn her body so I could actually see her. He's sitting there like, she's a solid 8. And I'm like, based on what? How many ribs you can count? That's fucking gross. I can't blame him though. You know who I blame? Blame gay guys. 'Cause they control the fashion industry, right? Think about it. All models are tall with no titties. That's because of gay guys. Like if you can't have straight guys run the fashion industry though. That would be, because we just like cart this thing out like, all right, ladies, that's what you're wearing. Just be sitting there all confused like, there's nothing on there. Exactly. I don't know. I don't like skinny women because they always think they can wear high heels, but they can't. They look like infant fawns that have just been born and are like trying to stand. I just want some meat on the hips and some milk in the tits. You know what I mean? Like that's... What's wrong with that? I don't know. I just... Like, all right, like, I lost my virginity, like a year ago. But, no, and she was a professional. Let me rephrase that. That's not... What I meant is, like, she knew what the fuck she was doing. Because what she said to me as we were making out, she was like, all right, go grab your condom. And she said it like she knew I only had one. She didn't say condoms. She said condom. And I was like, fuck, I only have one. So I felt like a hobbit. I was like, one bag to rule them all. Now, I understand why women say they enjoy chocolate more than sex, because I was a virgin. So I'm certain when I climbed on top of her, I looked like I was epileptic or something. Like I was like, nah, nah. So I was like, how about you get on top? And you know when you say something that you regret right away? Because she was, she had a pretty face. She was a layup, right? So, like when she went to climb on top, she made this noise. She went, huh? And I was like, uh-oh. And she got on, and my hip made a popping noise. It's like, was that my cherry? What the fuck was that? I'm Chris Gaskin. Thank you guys very much.
Give it up one more time for Chris Gaskin, everybody. Yeah, man. Gaskin keeping it real, man. All the way from fucking Vancouver. The next cat, I do believe, comes all the way from Australia. Australia. New Zealand. What else? Where is it? Zealand? Zizzle? Who knows? Comes from another place. And he's a great guy. He's been kicking ass all over the city, and he's only here for a couple more days, but I'm happy that he stopped by for one more set here. A great guy, guys. Give it up for Guy Montgomery, everybody. Make some noise. Let him hear, man.
I'm having fun. You flipping with a G, it's like green. Hold up. The niggas bump this when they put it in their truck. Man, Houston know what's happening. Niggas better know what's up.
All right. Love coming on to hip hop. Makes me feel like I fit in. Bit of a hip hop guy myself. As Mike said, I'm heading out in a few days, going back to New Zealand, so I just thought I'd address a bit of housekeeping straight off the top. Got some stuff I'm trying to sell, trying to shift a whole lot of crap actually, mostly a futon. Is anyone here, we got anyone on the market for a futon? Not immediately, it would appear. It's all right, I'll put the sales pitch on, we'll see what you think. Obviously, the futon, gents, it's not an opener. It's not you don't walk up to a lady in the club and say, hey, want to come back to mine and check out the futon. That's not how the futon works. No, the futon is more of a closer. Listen up, I'll tell you how. Here's what you do, is you coax, you go out to the club, listen to some hip-hop, fit in, and you coax a lady home. And I've chosen the word coax very carefully here. This is probably the hardest part about the whole operation. And then you get her home, and I've got a computer and a futon. So that's the entertainment system we're running with. So you get out your computer and you open it up and you put on a comedy show or a drama or, whatever. We're all different guys, seasoned to taste. And you give her some water, give her a cup of water, or if you've got something else in the fridge, you could give her a bit of that. And then when she gets up to go to the bathroom, you just lay the futon out flat. Whoa, what? What's that? Left the living room, came back to the bedroom. Ready to get my fuck on. Yeah, because I'm bad. I'm a bad dog, guys. I'm bad to the bone. I know I look unassuming, but I'm all the way through the flesh, right to the bone. I'm a bad dog. And you can put a muzzle on a bad dog, but it's still a bad dog. Still a bad dog. Like I'm a Rottweiler Mastiff. I'm up to your hip. I'm huge. I'm terrifying. I tug on the leash. I'm rabid. Whoa, I'm crazy. I'm a bad dog. We got any dog lovers in the audience? Woo, yeah. Well, I'm one of those, but I'm bad, as I addressed earlier. Bad to the bone. So growing up in New Zealand was pretty good. We're very close to the beach in New Zealand. I don't know how to explain this to you sort of mainland Canadians, but you're never further than 5 hours from the beach in New Zealand. Life's a beach. It's like paradise, but it does come with its own trials and tribulations, its fears. For instance, growing up, I had a terrifying fear of sharks. Absolutely pathological fear. You know when you go out swimming and you're walking out in the water and suddenly, whoa, you can't, what's underneath me? Usually that's 12 sharks. Be aware of that. But what you soon learn is they say sharks don't have a taste for human flesh. Sharks eat seals. Sharks don't eat humans. So, don't be mistaken for a seal. Swim in bright colours. Bold movements and whatnot. The other reason that they're not quite so upfront with is that sharks are notoriously homophobic, and they will bully one another mercilessly if any of the other sharks gets caught eating anything which looks a bit queer. Because I know we look at shark, you think, oh, it'd be so cool to be a shark. Love to be a shark under the sea. Looks pretty good, but it's not. I did some research undercover as a gay shark, and I just found I was really ostracised from the whole school without getting a word in. Because we look at them, don't we, as these liberal crusaders, these really progressive. They've always been at the forefront of civil rights, haven't they, sharks? But it's not all smooth sailing under the sea. So the really amazing part about that whole story is that I managed to go undercover as a shark, specifically a gay shark. That's really. Should probably talk more about that aspect. It's really something. Here's a good one. This is a good sales pitch for you. You recently lost a loved one, but worried about those pesky funeral costs? Well, call us here at the Funerave. We take all the traditional elements of a funeral and combine them with the cool contemporary fun of a rave. Help us sell tickets and take a cut from the door. Guaranteed to lower the casket to Sandstorm by Darude or your money back. You guys remember Sandstorm by Try not to fucking stand up when that's playing. You know the one. So yeah, if anyone is interested, trying to get that off the ground, just chuck us an email at AOL, funerave@aol.com. Still using the AOL, the AOL address. Not getting a lot of heat. Not seeing a lot of heat. This is great. I'll tell you about one more little thing I've been getting into before I go. You guys actually give it up for yourselves before I do it. We'll get the energy going, nice and hot every week. Come on. Yeah, that's right. You're applauding me. It makes me feel good. No, this is a hobby I've gotten into recently. Is I like watching people pose for photographs, specifically teenage girls, which makes it a bit of a tough sell right off the top. But stick with me. Because we've got this whole generation of people now, this whole wave, who apparently they're completely unwilling to consider what they look like in motion. You know, they're obsessed with the idea of being frozen in time and everything, and they do this with their face and everything's just so it's all perfect in their hands, because God forbid you put your hand on your thigh for one fucking photograph. If you don't know what I'm talking about, very simple social experiment you can do: go to a party, some sort of social gathering, find a good-looking group of girls and offer to take a photo for them. And why wouldn't they want a photo? They're a good-looking group of girls. And what you do is you change the mode on your phone. You change it from camera to video recorder mode, and you film it. And what you get is sort of, it's roughly akin to this.
Did you take it? Yeah, just push it. Just once, yeah. Hold on, why are you taking this on your phone?
Well, it's not my phone. You said earlier in the joke it was your phone. Well, shut up, bitch. You're ruining the fourth wall. And then I run home and watch it, and I come out here and I tell you guys about it, and it's really a lot of fun for everyone involved. So thanks a lot for having me. I've been Guy Montgomery. Welcome back to the stage, the very charismatic and fantastic Mike Rita, everybody.
Back, but it was too late. The sucker nigga done, he made a mistake. That's when I came back in and clapped everything that was on the floor moving. And got back to the bucket. I ain't sleeping like it's wonderful. Cause in the back of my mind, I'm still
Guy Montgomery, everybody, one more time, man.
Cause in a few hours, the streets all around heat, the neighborhoods of volcano. But we knew when it was without the case.
He's probably like, what are you swinging at that guy? It's a friend. That guy who just walked by me actually grew up across the laneway from me. Anybody here friends with some of their neighbors that they grew up with? That shit's sick. Because the neighbors see shit that you did when you were a kid that nobody else sees. You ever break a window? And you only your neighbor when you were a kid seen, and everyone's like, no, I won't see shit. Because I was here with you. And that's going to get me in just as much trouble. What were you doing? I was with Mike. What did he do? He broke a window. Your parents just ever smack you for something somebody else did? But just because you were there? One time my friend stole a bike, and she goes, and you were there, Mikey? You were there and you watched the guy steal the bike? And I went, yeah. And she goes, why? And she hit me. Like, what the fuck's the matter with you? She goes, you're going to steal bikes? I go, no. She goes, okay, I'm sorry. Sometimes I think my mom's a pothead, you know? You ever think, don't you guys wish your parents did drugs once in a while? Don't you wish your parents would smoke weed just once in a while? Anybody here smoke weed with their parents? You guys are fucked. You guys ever go to somebody's house whose parents smoke weed? I did that one time in high school, and the mother blew my fucking mind. Okay, we were just breaking up a joint in the living room, and I go, hey, man, you're not going to close your door? Your mom's home. And as I said that, the mom walked by, and she goes, hey, what are you doing? And I went, oh, nothing. She goes, just make sure to save me a joint. And she just kept walking. It was fucking insane. Because that would have never happened if that was in my house. My little Portuguese or my little Portuguese mom just going off. What are you doing? Nothing. What's in the paper? Nothing. Why you have a piece of paper fold in the middle of your pants? It's there. You're fucking doing drugs. I smell it. I'm not. Liar. You look how high you are. Look, your eyes are all red. My mom hated my red eyes. My mom used to... Your parents ever use religion against you for coming home high? You ever do that? I used to come home high, and my mom go, look at your eyes. Look at your eyes. Both of them look red, like the devil. Never come home like this. I no like it, and God no like it. And I'd go, God loves weed. You ever say God likes weed to your parents? It'd blow their fucking mind, man. Because their whole life, they're like, no, God no love nothing bad. No. And then you're like, God loves weed. And one time I even broke it down. I go, Ma, God loves weed. God made plants. Yeah, weed is a plant. Yeah. God made weed. Yeah, no. It's not like that. Sure it is. What do you mean it's not like that? Mikey. What? Fuck you. You ever have your parents say fuck off or fuck you to you? Isn't that shit fucking beautiful? Fuck you. All right. I think we have 3 more comedians left to close out your show. But also, we have a special guest who just dropped in right now. One of my best friends in comedy, man. I've been doing comedy for years and just always admired her energy. She's just such a fucking cool chick. She just finished doing the Nubian show at Yuck Yucks, and now she's here rocking the house for you cats. She just dropped in to do a spot. Give it up for Sabrina Shevins, everybody. Make some noise out of here, man.
Labels like to treat the real MCs inappropriate. Now I got my own network on some Oprah shit. Beards in the building. Yeah, we taking over shit. AK-47s make it.
Hey guys. Do you like my dress? I just came from church. Let us pray. It's all good, guys. Check it out. Check it out. Got some serious business to go. My daughter, she's 9, huh? That's a cute age. Grade 4. No, check this out. But I didn't know, like grade 4, they already start teaching them about sex ed. I remember when I was in high school, I started sex ed in high school. That's when I started learning about sex ed. That's too early. Like, she's already coming home with, like, fucked up questions and shit. Like, she already asked me, what's a period? And, like, I just told her the truth because I wasn't thinking. I'm like, you're going to bleed every month. She's like, am I going to die? I'm going to die when I get 16. I'm going to bleed to death. Why didn't you tell me this before? I'm like, calm the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? So then, like, I started talking to her like how I used to talk to her when she was a baby because she ain't ready for any real knowledge yet. I was just like, let me tell you the story about the period. And I was like, as the days go on, your body fills up with so much stuff, and at the end of the month, everything comes out. She's like, what comes out, Mommy? I'm like, butterflies and fairies. Starts skipping away. Yeah, that's right, be positive. She's like, I can't wait to get older, but like, I'm all scared to be caught in a lie, because that's the worst thing when you lie to your kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could just see her in the bathroom one day, I thought you told me there were butterflies and fairies. I'd be like, you killed them all. What did you do? You're not supposed to keep them in that long. I'll pick up one of the blood clots. Let's go bury one in the backyard. Let's go bury it. Ah, shut the fuck up. Blood clots. I'm Jamaican. I love blood clots. Blood? No? You guys heard worse shit. Whatever, man. Check this out. My kids were so funny, like when they were small, you know kids when they're small, they like, they say shit, they're kind of embarrassing, you can't really control what they say, but I remember I took them to the mall, and I swear to God, every bald-headed black man they would see, they'd be like, Daddy! Daddy! I'm like, oh shit, all the white people are looking at me like, are you a whore? I'm like, no, these babies are racist. I don't even know them half the time, they can't even recognize me, they're always running around with other black women, well, hell. Hell. No, guys, that's cool. Yes, or do I? I used to sleepwalk as a kid. Any sleepwalkers? No, nobody used to sleepwalk? Okay, whatever, check it out. If you ever sleptwalk, you don't remember when you do it, you just wake up in really fucked up places. But I hated my parents because they actually believed if you woke up a sleepwalker in the middle of it, they would die of a heart attack, which is stupid. Like, I remember I'd wake up, my dad would be all excited and shit. He'd be like, you was walking all night. You didn't walk upstairs, you walked downstairs. I'm like, Dad, wake me up. He's like, nah, man, you would die of a heart attack. I'm like, that's stupid. One time he was like, you walk downstairs and you go through the front door. Me and your mother never know if you was going to come back. We pray and you arrive home safely. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gonna die in this family. They're like, wear your winter boots and jacket next time. It's cold out there. We don't want you to get frostbite. We love you. Like, no, you don't. No, you don't. When I was small, though, my dad used to smoke a lot of weed. I don't remember it, though. I was a baby. He used to blow that shit in my face. We were colicky, that's why. We were happy and shit. But this is the reason why my dad, like, stopped smoking weed. True story. I have an older sister. She's handicapped, whatever. But she's one of those cool, funny handicapped people. And, like, you know when you have, like, an older sibling and it's, like, me and my 2 younger brothers, we followed everything she did because she was our older sister, whatever. Like, we were going to do everything she did. Like, she would do, like, regular handicap shit, you know, like, just sit on the ground and rock. And we get on the ground and rock with her, like, yeah, this shit is fun. But then she'd bust out with, like, handicap noise, like, we're like, we're not doing that. That shit is retarded. What the fuck? You're messed up. But then my dad, he was so funny. All 4 of us would be rocking on the ground like, yeah, yeah. And my dad would break in on that shit like, oh my God, look at all my retarded pitney. All of you retarded. it must be the weed. And we're like, Dad, join in, man. This shit is fun. Like, what's wrong with you? Get more high. You know what I'm saying? No, guys? Oh my God, check it out. I went to Jamaica, though, like a year and a half ago, and this happened to me. I've never been pulled over before, but if you've been pulled over in Jamaica, it's the most fucked up experience. Because the cops, they wear like a bulletproof vest, a helmet, and they wear this fucking, they have those fucking, what do you call it? Rifles. It's not even a fucking like little gun. It's a big ass, it's intimidating as shit. So whatever, I got pulled over, and this is the weirdest thing. I've never seen this shit before. Like, he went up to the car, and he's like, you have any weed? And I'm like, no, okay, whatever. But the next question, I never heard this shit before. He was just like, you have any Viagra? I'm like, what? I didn't want to like laugh. Like, I felt like, am I supposed to laugh? But I don't want to get killed, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, no. And then he was like, you know, it's so expensive down here, and I need it so bad. I'm like, buddy, I'm not trying to hear about your dick. Like, what's going on? Like, I started offering him money. Do you need money? What's going on? Like, it was so weird. But then I'm like thinking, yo, I could just easily travel around the island if I had a fucking Viagra and shit with like a whole bunch of weed. Get caught, I'll be like, here's some Viagra. This shit will make your dick hard. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, man, may I go fuck up, pum, pum. Turn into a dance. But then I'm thinking, yo, that's a bad idea to have cops around Jamaica with like hard dicks and shit. You like get pulled over like, that's a big gun, and that Jamaican man has a big dick. I get fucked up the ass now. No, more babies. Because that's how we all get pregnant in Jamaica, right? We got fucked by police. Okay, I'm high right now, whatever. Hey! See you guys, I'm out of here.
Yeah, give it up one more time for Sabrina Savage, everybody, man. Sabrina was talking about cops. And cops are a thing that we all have to deal with from the moment that we start smoking weed. The day that we start smoking weed, we know that we've made a new enemy, and that enemy is the popo. And it's true, you know? You ever smoke weed? Man, if you've been smoking weed for more than 4 to 5 years, if you've been smoking more longer than 4 or 5 years, don't you feel like you have a cop sense? You ever been smoking somewhere and you're like, hey, put that joint down for a second. Why? Just, I feel chill. Look, there they are. There's the cops right there. What did I say? I can feel, you ever feel that the cops are around? You know what I'm talking about? And cops in Toronto, we're not scared of cops. I want you guys to know, I've traveled around this country a bit, and people smoke weed differently than we do. We walk down the street smoking a joint without fear. You ever just walk down the street? No one's gonna say shit to you. Some old lady might stop you and go, hey, hey, nice, nice, what is that, kush? I smelt it from here, buddy. And you're like, yeah, it is kush. Thank you, thank you. We don't give a fuck. When you see cops and you ever been smoking a joint on the street and you see cops, what do? You don't throw away your joint, you don't do shit. You go from smoking it in like this, and you stash it behind your hand like a fucking ninja. What? That thing's gone. You know what I'm talking about? Your hand's just smoking on the corner, but you got it hidden behind his palm. Just palm it. Man, what up? Nobody knows. Like, cops are gonna be in the car looking at you like, hey, you see that guy over there? Wasn't he just smoking? Look, now he's not smoking. Look how high he is. He thinks that we don't see that. Put the siren on for a second. Look. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Look at that. He jumped like a motherfucker. You want to pull this guy over? Nah. Yeah. Excuse me, sir. You ever have cops talk to you when you're high? On the outside, you're the coolest fucking person, but on the inside, man, you're like, don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. Just be real. Just be real, man. Ain't shit happening right now. You're cool, dog. You've talked to your parents a million times, pretend it's your dad. The best is, you ever been smoking a joint in a park, and right when you finish your joint, you see cops roll by on bikes, and you just look at them and you go, fuck you, pigs. Fuck you. I just finished breaking the law a second ago. Fuck you. The best thing is when you smoke weed in a car, though. Okay, how am I gonna phrase this? Make some noise if you've been smoking weed longer than 5 years. Let me hear you right now. Nice. Weed longer than 10 years. Woo. I'm on my 10-year anniversary is in like 4 days. March 1st. I turned 23. I can officially say 10 years. I know I started when I was about 13 in high school. I'm turning 23. Anybody turning 23 this year? Anybody here born 1985 and after? That's it? 89, yeah. Fuck, don't be happy. Any late 80s and late 80s, early 90s. Guys, we're the fucking best. I know it doesn't seem like we're the best, but we are. Just because of our fucking cartoons. You ever see what the fuck kids gotta watch nowadays? People love 70s and 80s cartoons. Fuck that. You ever see what the fuck kids are watching nowadays? It's stupid. You ever watch Dora the Explorer? It's fucking stupid. It's a stupid little... Do you ever see what this fucking bitch does? She'll ask a question and wait for the answer. I'm not even fine. She'll go, hey, do you want to go find the treasure? Okay, let's go. and you're at home like, what the fuck? Who's she talking to? But the kid, I swear, my little nephew was like, all right, yeah. But you know there's a kid at home who's like, hey, Dora's asking me a question. Mom, can I go looking for treasure with Dora? Hurry, she's leaving. Like, you know, there's a kid having a heart attack. No, Dora, that's my mom. Kids are stupid, you know? Fuck, man, that's stupid. When I was a kid, we have the best shows. When I was a kid, my favorite show when I was like a little kid was fucking Mr. Dress-Up. Mr. Dress-Up was just so nice. Such a simple show. Just an old man and a fucking trunk and an owl on the wall and a bunch of puppets in this weird world where as soon as he left to his backyard, there was fucking birds and shit. Fuck. I love shows that have things that talk to us that are weird. And Mr. Dress-Up was full of those. He had an owl on the wall. I don't know if you remember this, but he had an owl on the wall who would go, to-woo, to-wee, to-woo, to-woo. I've got a riddle for you. You'd be like, what the fuck? I'm way too young for this shit. But it was the best because remember the art on it? It was the best. But that wasn't the best part of art on TV, man. As you grew older, what was the best art show? Everybody knows Art Attack, man. Remember how great Art Attack was? I love Art Attack, man. Because Art Attack was perfect. Just quick. Art Attack was perfect because you guys remember what time it showed at? It was every day, 4:30. Boom, 4:30. What a perfect time. I just got home. I ate. Fuck homework. Homework's not till 5. I got one more show left. And what's left? Fucking Art Attack, man. Fucking, you know how great it was? Remember, it would just go, this is an alt attack, this is an alt attack, this is alt attack. And you'd be like, fucking give it to me, man. And it would just zoom in on Neil. Remember, Neil would be like, hello, my name's Neil and welcome to Alt Attack. Today we're going to make everything. It's going to be fucking sick. My favorite thing was, remember the giant art attacks? Giant art attacks, last 5 minutes. Last 5 minutes. You just remember when he would do one where it was in an all-black room and it's just him and Salt? And he's just going off with the salt. And the music's like 80s porno music. It's fucked, man. Art Attack's fucked. Fuck what kids have nowadays. Fuck that shit. Stupid. Stupid. Our best show wasn't even a real show. Our best show wasn't even a real show. It was 5 minutes in between Art Attack and Arthur. There's a little show called Pingu. 5 minutes of life. Fucking Pingu kept it real. Remember when Pingu got mad, he wouldn't say shit, he'd just go, that fucking penguin, man. So many hours spent watching 5 minutes of fucking Pingu. Okay, we have a cat who's coming here for the first time, actually. First time performing on my show. I want you guys to give him lots of love, man. Give it up for Dennis Wilson, everybody. Make some noise. Let him hear it, man.
Give it up for your host, Mike Rita. Here we go. You guys love teen porn? Woo! You guys love Asian porn? Woo! Then you're gonna fucking love euthanasia porn. Oh, yeah. You know what the best part about euthanasia porn is? After they finish and they're surrounded by their friends and family and the doctor tells them to slowly count down from 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Oh boy. I like my women how I like my olive oil. Past its expiration date. Alright, so if you haven't gathered by far, my comedy's fucking hardcore. Fucking hardcore. You guys fucking ready? You guys fucking ready for the next fucking joke? Fucking ready? Here we go. Here's my impression
of a doorstop. All right. I'm a busy guy, right? So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna mix in some calisthenics with the jokes, just so I'll feel better about it. Even if I don't do a good set, I'll get a workout in. Here we go. All right. So I live at home with my mom, because that bitch won't stop cooking with cheese. That joke was old fucking 4 years ago. Is Guy Montgomery still here? Yeah. All right, that joke's for you, because I know there's no way that you're gonna be able to understand that one. It's like 6 years old. All right. What else have I got? All right. I like to bike at night because it's dark and dangerous. Yeah, it is. Like me, ladies. All right. Here's another joke. Niet, not, niet, niet, not. Sneet, not, yet, not, not. Yeah, not. Sneet, not, yet, not, not. Why aren't you guys laughing? That joke's fucking hilarious. It's just backwards. Can't understand it. All right. A flexible gay guy. You know what a flexible gay guy is called? Here we go. Liberace. Oh, I went there. All right. All right. So, a deer-based tampon. Know what a deer-based tampon's called? No. It's called the Bambi Clap. Bambi Clap. Oh, phrasing. All right. I'm a cross-dresser. Might not be able to pick up on that, but I'm a cross-dresser, right? But I'm also a feminist, because I don't think the patriarchy can tell me what a modern woman can and cannot wear. Am I right, ladies? Yeah. Woo! This is going fucking great. All right. So I got me a girlfriend, right? And she asked me if she should shave her nether regions. Her nether regions, right? Shave those. And I said, no, you should leave it to Beaver. Ho, ho, ho. Television show from the 50s alert. Oh. All right, fuck you. Here's my last joke. So, I like music. You guys like music? Woo! Music? All right, so, like many great musicians, I like to channel the abuse that I received as a child into my music. So here we go. Please rise for the playing of the national anthem. Have a good night, everybody. Welcome back to the stage, your host, Mike Rita. Hey, that was fucked up. Nice. Denix Wilson. Denix, heavy name, bro. You lost me at Portmanteau, bro. Sounds like a place in Montreal. Where's you going to pick me up? Portmanteau. Fuck, man. That was weird, bro. That was cool. Everybody was like, no way, he's gonna do it. And then you did all the hard parts. How do you do that? That's amazing, man. That's cool that you figured out that you could do that, too. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I can actually sing pretty well.
You can sing pretty well. Oh, yeah, you told me about that. Should have sang something. Yeah. Wait, anybody in here sing? We got some fucking singers? One guy. Spence. No. Anybody got a talent or they can make a noise that's weird? Woo! Anybody else other than our last act? Anybody make a weird noise? Somebody do like a horse or a cat or some shit good? Yeah, what do you got? Who said yeah? Oh, one of your boys is ratting you guys out. He's like, yeah, this guy can. When you have a weird noise, you ever just let that shit out in public? you ever just standing and nobody's around, so you just do a weird sound? And you just chill right the fuck back out again? I do that all the time. And I only do it just because I hope somebody's watching from far and they're like, what the fuck? Hey, look at that guy. What? Boy, he just started yelling all by himself. What the fuck? There's something that I can do, and I love doing it. I loved doing it when I was in high school. And I learned that one time when I was really high on mushrooms, I learned that I can cry like a baby really well. And the thing was that I didn't want to just use it. I wanted to fuck with people. You ever been high on mushrooms and realize you can do something? It's amazing. A friend and I were really high on mushrooms. And he just looked at me, he goes, dude, you're a weird guy. What the fuck's the weirdest thing you can do? I went, dude, I never did this for nobody, but I can cry like a baby pretty good. And he went, what? I went, watch this, man. And he went, what the fuck? Don't do that, bro. That's fucking weird, man. Do it again. That's sick. That's fucked. And it's amazing, because what do I do with that? I sit on the subway by myself. I used to do it when I was in high school. I tell my friends, look, stay on the other side. Look, there's like no babies on this thing, but there's large people. I'm going to sit on there. And all I would do, look, I'd grab a newspaper, and I put a newspaper to my face. And nobody thinks it's me. Nobody thinks it's the guy with the fade. Just chilling in the corner by himself reading the newspaper. Leather jacket and shit. And it was the best, because when you first hear a baby, your first reaction is, hey, where's the baby? And when you don't see the baby, you're like, hey, where the fuck's the baby? And the best was one time there was a pregnant lady. She was just standing there and it went, oh, and she went, and one time some old Italian lady, man, I just got her like for 5 or 6 stops. Every fucking time the subway would stop, you know, and it goes ping, ping, ping. And I could see her going, where's the baby? And then a couple stops in, I could just see her going, I hear the baby, but I don't see the baby. And you know how they get when they hear a baby. They just want to be like, oh, why did the baby cry? That's it. And she doesn't see the baby. But then this fucking lady caught me, man. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I didn't even see her coming. She took a couple steps towards me. She goes, excuse me. You're the one doing that. What the fuck is the matter with you? Why you do that? That's not nice. It's a baby. And I just looked at her. I was like, oh. What the fuck was I supposed to say to this little Italian lady? We have nothing we could connect on. She's angry, I'm laughing. But it was good, man. I had some good times with that shit. But a friend of mine one time got an abortion. Listen. And on the way back, with his girlfriend in the front seat, I was in the back like, oh! And they were, shut the fuck up! A lot of people wouldn't say that's not funny, but that's funny, man. That shit's funny. You guys are still hot fire, man. How you guys feeling? Everybody, you guys been enjoying the show so far? Hey, we giving away a t-shirt today? Sick. We are giving away a t-shirt today. And the way we do it is that we're going to ask a question, and then we're going to put my Twitter on the TV. And what you do is you tweet to Reeds. And that's my Twitter. Tweets from Reeds. And you guys are going to love it. You guys ever seen the shirt that I'm talking about? The all-black Vapor Lounge shirt? It says Vapor Central with a weed thing. You guys ever, okay, wait, that just got me thinking about it. Because imagine one of our parents seeing it. Parents who don't like weed. You guys ever have your parents find a grinder? And they go, what the fuck is this? Why you have this? What's this do? And you explain to them, there's millions of dollars in grinders. People love grinders. Grinders, remember the day you got a grinder, it changed your life? Remember you didn't have to break up a joint with your fingers anymore? Lose 90% of the THC on your finger. Your finger's ever so sticky that it hurts to touch it, you know what I'm talking about? It's just real. The grinder took that all away. I bet you my mom has like 6 of my grinders somewhere in the house. And one day I'll just find it. A bag of grinders. Okay. Somebody talking? Hey, you know what we haven't done either? We didn't do the wave for fucking weeks now. Anybody here ever been here for the wave? The wave's classic, man. This is the highest wave in the world. Look how stoned everybody is. And we're all gonna do a wave right now. You don't gotta get up, you just gotta lift your hands. But even that's gonna be fucked, watch. I've done this a million times, and the best thing is, even though I'm warning you guys now, there's still gonna be people who don't do the wave. And the best is the people in the front on the couches will do it any time. They're so happy and comfortable right now. They don't give a fuck. They're like, hey. And the people in the middle are like, fuck this. And the people in the back are waiting for it, and they never get shit. They just see people putting up like one hand. They're all, everybody's off time. So these guys are like, hey. These guys are like, and everyone's in the back's like, but it's the shit. We're gonna do the high wave, and then we're gonna bring up your next comic. I just remembered his name. We're gonna be okay. I think this is first time. It's your first time performing here too, right? Yeah. Sick. You guys are gonna give him lots of love. But before that, we're gonna do the wave. You guys ready? Everybody done a wave before? We're gonna go this way. You ready? Wave for the both of us. Nice. What a high. Wave for the both of us. I can't do it. Go on without me, man. I'm too high. I just need water, man. Fuck, I just need water, bro. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey! Nice, man. All right, give it up for yourselves right now. That was fucking sick. The highest wave in the world. 100 people do. He didn't do it? He did it for the both. Let's fucking boo you, Justin. Boo! Boo him quick. No, that's not a good boo. We can boo people here. I don't give a fuck. This is 1, 2, 3. Nice, that's sick. Okay, wait, let's do a controlled boo. When I point, we boo. When I take away, we stop. You ready? Nice. Nice, man. I feel like some sort of master of sound. You guys are on that shit. All right. How the fuck's this comedian gonna follow a wave and a crowd booing together, man? No doubt, man. Let's do this, though, man. He's going to be great. I have lots of confidence in this guy, man. And I'm happy that it's his first time performing here. We're going to break his Vapor Lounge cherry. Give it up for Spencer Thompson, everybody. Make some noise.
All right. Yeah, keep the music going. No. All right, I know a lot of you are looking at me right now and thinking, this guy looks like a seat on a Greyhound bus. Next up, Cornwall. That's a callback, Mike Rita. All right. So, does anybody here think that the word random is the most misused word of our generation, like by far? Anybody? Come on, someone. Like biddies will say, like misuse it all the time. Like, oh my God, we went to the most random party. What? No. It was people at a house who decided to have a party, like within your friend group. It's not like you're just blindly throwing a dart at a map, like, okay, write that address down, we're going. Oh my God, if there's a party happening there, it's gonna be so random. Or, oh my God, this party was full of the most random people. What? No, once again, it was people who were invited deliberately. Like, it's not like you're just arbitrarily flipping through a phone book like, hello, Keith? What's that? You're a 47-year-old plumber from Brampton? I don't know, Sarah. This guy sounds kind of creepy. Look, Trixie, if we wanted to have the most random party of 2013, you're right. Keith, we'd love to have you. The phone book? Hello? What's that? You're a baby. Oh my God, that's so random. You have to come. Like, later on at the party? Oh my God, Sarah, this party's so random. There are people from all walks of life here. I know, it's literally a random sampling of the population. Or another one that bugs me is, oh my God, we were just at the airport and Sarah just got like randomly searched. You know what, that one works. Okay. Yes, vocabulary jokes. All right, let's do a bit about, who thinks racism is bad? Yeah, I think we can all get behind that, surely, right? Like racism, it's so stupid. Like stereotypes are the dumbest thing. Like Scottish people are cheap, Irish people are drunk. Like, well, it's not like not true, but you know. But some of them are just getting dumber and dumber. Like I was on Google the other day. You guys use Google? And I was Googling is New Zealand and one of the first results is New Zealand a real country? Like, enough people believe this for it to be true in Google. Like, can you imagine how like New Zealanders deal with this? Like, well, I guess you could say the biggest stereotype we face is that a lot of people think we're fictional. You know, so like I'll enter a room at a party and people will be like, "Prove your existence." I'm like, "Come on, frustrating, jeez." So I'll just walk in and like, "Hey, how's it going? I'm Kiwi," and like, "Oh my God, you're Kiwi? Can I like put my hand through you?" No, jeez. And sometimes I think about it so much that like maybe I'm not even real. Maybe I'm just like an impression of a Canadian comedian trying to do a Kiwi accent. It's not even. It's more Australian if anything. Now you're thinking, was that guy even real back there? Who knows? All right, that's not going anywhere. I'll bin that. I'd like to introduce a new little segment, or do little short jokes, called Tweet Corner, where I read fun little one-liner tweets. So to get into it, we just got to do the little jingle. Oh, tweet, you what? Okay, and here we are. We've entered Tweet Corner, so I'll just read some little jokes here. Magnum condoms are the sweatpants of condoms. For big penises or just casual penises. Silence. All right. Shampoo isn't real poo. Let us sink in. I accidentally spilled some sprinkles on the book of a blind man and completely changed the ending. It's a Braille joke. The dominant sprout is the alfalfa male. These are rich. Do you think YOLO has caught on in Hindu countries? That big laugh at the end was worth it. Apparently the worst way to sneak alcohol onto a plane is in a gun. Who knew? You know how in North America we have the slogan, don't drink and drive? For women in Saudi Arabia, it's don't drink or drive. Ooh, getting political. All right. Last one, dental floss is the ghost of spaghetti. Just a fun little. All right. Tweet. We heard you the first time. And we're out of there. Okay. Anybody like, we were talking about shrooms earlier, but any acid fans? Anybody like acid? One or two crazy people in the back. So I did acid at a weird, inopportune place. It was on a snowboarding trip with like coworkers. And these guys, it's not like I work at Starbucks or something. Like, these are businessmen. So like on the chairlift up, I'm just like, oh, by the way, guys, I dropped a couple tabs of acid. And I realized like how selfish of a thing that is, because before it was just like, oh, we're on a snowboard trip, but now it's all about Spencer's acid trip, and now we have to just like babysit him. Like, we just get to the top of the hill for the first time, and I'm just like, oh, there's so many mountains, let's go exploring in the trees. Like, no, we paid money for snowboarding, I think we're gonna do that. Like, did you know the mountains are breathing? Yeah. And like snowboarding itself is tricky enough. What you do is just sort of go down, look for, oh, there's some snow there, I'll turn, there's some snow, I'll turn. But when you're in acid, you're like, okay, I think I can turn there, but is it real? Like, when you have to deal with a second reality, it makes everything so much harder. Like, most people going down the hill just like, okay, the skier over there, watch out, don't hit him. I have to worry about like thousands of little gnomes everywhere. Like, holy fuck, guys, do you know what you're doing here? Jeez, right in the line of fire. Then finally I started to get the hang of it, like really in the groove, and I was just so zoned out that I would have moments where like, oh, how long have I been snowboarding for? My God. But the time I felt like most heavily on acid was in the ski chalet. And you know what that look people have when they take off all their snow shit, and they're all like red and weird and they're strangers? They're just like, oh God, it's like that times a million. All these snow lizards everywhere. God, I hate this. I'm just like, and at one point I have to sit there alone because my coworkers get food. Meanwhile, I'm so far from the astral plane, I don't need food at all. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, I look so normal right now. Everybody thinks I'm just a normal guy. And I'm like crying out of both eyes, like one of them's tears from joy, the other's just sad. Just so fucked up. Then we went to the hot tub and I almost drowned. Moral of the story is, if you do acid, wait an hour before you go swimming. Okay, I've got one little anecdote from my college years I'd like to share with you all. So I went to a party and I got there a little late, so I had to chug some beers to catch up with everybody. And there's this very pretty girl on the back porch, and she's like, oh, you know, when you chug a beer, you have to do a dare. A dare? Sure, yeah, no problem, I can do that. Okay, you have to take off all your clothes, run through the apartment, out the back alley, and through the streets and back here. Okay, yeah, sure. So I disrobe, and at this point I should mention, I already look like quite young for my age. Like, I have the facial hair of a prepubescent Asian kid. You know what I mean? So this like pale, hairless, like pixie of a man just flutters through this apartment. People are like, "What the fuck was that? A butterfly?" And I run out the front door onto Saint Laurent, and there's this stranger standing there, and I'm naked, and he's not. So there's this like dynamic, right? So I'm just like looking straight into his eyes for what feels like eternity, and then I run off into the darkness, dare complete. Now, from my perspective, all that is just like a mildly amusing anecdote, like, "Oh, college was pretty crazy." But for the other guy, that's a crazy story. He has no context whatsoever. He'll be running up to people being like, "Jesus Christ, guys. I just saw a 15-year-old sex slave escaping." All right, I'm Spencer. Thanks, guys.
Sounds like music in like an 80s video game. And it's just shit. It's like the shittiest fucking video game ever. Sex, level 2, alright. Let's fucking do this. Or even, what kind of song is that like? Like the credits of an Eddie Murphy movie from like the 80s. What the fuck? Oh no! A fucking hit! This is hilarious. You see that? This song is brought to you by Z103 live at Helium Nightclub.
Classic hip hop.
That was like the hip hop god. Classic hip hop. Where do you go? Gone. I'm fucking gone. I love when it gets this late in the show because everybody's just chilled, you know? Everyone's just relaxed. Well, you're having a good time. I almost had a flinch to scare you guys right now. I just wanted to go, "Rah!" You guys ever scare someone? Isn't that one of the best feelings in the world? You ever just waiting on something to happen to scare someone? You ever just sitting there like this, silent as fuck, like a ninja, just waiting for your sister to walk by the door? Just for you to go, you don't even do nothing too crazy, you just go, "Ah." You ever just do that? You ever just go, "Ah," and just scare the fucking shit out of somebody? Don't even make a sound. And don't even really touch them. Touch them ever so lightly, but on somewhere weird, you know? Like I don't know, as they walk by, just touch their neck and go, "Hi." You know, one of the best things I ever did, man, I'll tell you straight. I hid in the corner of my mother's room, right before she got to the light. So before she got to the light, she'd have to look here and be like, "What the fuck?" And all I did, you remember how Game Boy had a little red light? You know that little red light that would turn on? One day I was in the corner with the little red light like this. And my mom went, "Hey, what's that? What's that red light?" I swear, and I, you know, ninja silence when you're a kid. You're like, "Oh, fuck." And she came, and I could see her, but you couldn't see me because the red light was glowing in her face. And she was just coming so close. But you couldn't see that I was behind the light. And she goes, "Carlos," that's my dad. "Carlos, what's the red light in the room?" And I just remember going, "Oh, here we go, man. Here we go, Mom, I'm sorry." And I just went, "Wah!" And I just remember my mom going, "Oh no, I think I pee a little bit." And I just fucking ran, man. Fucking ran. But I just remember going, "Oh my God, this is fucking hilarious." Oh yeah, man. Fuck, what a good time. I love scaring people. You have like a little closet in your house? Like a little shoe closet under the stairs that only you could fit in when you were a kid? All the adults couldn't fit. They wouldn't even think of somebody hiding in there. I had a little shoe closet, and it used to be my favorite place to hang. I swear to God, just a little kid, I used to hang with little plastic toys and just fix shit. And one day, my mom came to get her shoes, and she didn't know that I was inside there. And I heard her coming down the stairs, and you can hear it when you're under the stairs. You're like, "Oh, fuck, here to go." And I just closed the door. And my mom just opened the door, and I had 2 shoes in my hands, and I just started clapping them in her face, like, "Clap, clap, 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 clap." And I just remember, you ever scare somebody, like their hair or like their glasses or their hat comes off, man? Oh, fuck, man. My mom has a fake boob because she had cancer. and the boob came out. And the shit was fucking hilarious. Nothing to laugh about, but it's the truth. I'm not gonna make up a fake thing. She literally just went, "What?" And then went, "Pa!" And it just came out. It was fucking hell. And I went, "Oh no, your boob." She goes, "My titty." She went, "My titty." But she was trying to say tit, but she was so wound up. It was titty. She didn't know that it was a real word. Man, I never heard a little immigrant lady say titty, but that shit's funny. Every time you say titty, like, yo, give me some of that titty. But it's never like, "I titty." Weird story, but the truth, guys. My father hates hot things. One time I seen him eat hot sauce. You ever see your father cry? But for the weirdest fucking reason ever. My dad ate Tabasco one time. It was on my potatoes. He came by and he goes, "Hey, well, give me some of those." And he just took a little bit of my potatoes and he goes, What's happening? I go, you ate my fucking fries, no? He goes, "Yeah, what's the matter? What you put on there?" I go, "I put Tabasco." And he goes, I can't breathe. I can't breathe, Mikey. Oh no, it's hurting. And my dad hates it and he started crying. He goes, "Oh no, oh no." And I go, "What the fuck is going on here?" You ever think your dad's a bitch just for a second? You're like, what a bitch. It's just sauce. But he can't take it. It burns his tongue. And that's just fucking funny, man. You ever taken a shit halfway through your shit, you realize that there's no toilet paper? And the first thought in your head is, fuck, I don't even like these socks. That's the truth. No fucking around there. I want to do more jokes, but we're down to your last comedian of the evening. Did you guys have a good time tonight? I want you guys to know that I want you to stick around for the music right now because we're both of these musical guys, both of these musicians coming up. One of them's a group and one of them's a single artist right now. But they're both great, man. They're just fucking awesome. You don't get to see good music all the time in this city. The city's full of music, but trust, a lot of it is shit. I get out there and I see it all the time, and I'm really happy to bring you two really talented cats today. And I want you guys to enjoy it, smoke your weed before we get out of here. But before we do, we're going to bring up your last comic of the evening. I do believe she's from Montreal. First time she's ever been on my show. I want you guys to give her lots of love, everybody. Give it up for Kate Connor, everybody. Make some noise. Let her hear it, man.
Totally convinced I wouldn't call it conceit, but I'm sweet tea and it's my beat.
Good evening, everybody. How we doing? Let me see if I can figure this out. First of all, I gotta admit to you guys, I smoke pot, but I'm not much into the marijuana culture. I just don't. For example, I didn't know what a hot box was before booking this gig. The guy's like, "Yeah, it's a good show, but it's in a hot box." I'm like, "I don't know what that is, but I'll take it. It's stage time. I'll take it." So to show up here and to find that it's just this very smoke-filled marijuana room, I'm very relieved. I'm just glad it's not in a stripper's vagina. Yeah, hot box. No, okay. Okay, yeah, this lady liked it. You have a hot box, okay. So my name is Kate Connor. I live in Montreal now, but I'm originally from the States. I'm a mom. I have 4 kids, 3 of whom I love very, very much. So we're very good. Yeah, I'm a good mom. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. It's not bad. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. I noticed these guys here weren't laughing too much at that joke, and it's fine. My kids aren't here, so you can laugh. It's all right. They're waiting for me in the car, so it's off. You can get comfortable. It's fine. I was walking with my kids the other day. We were walking around, and there's these 2 women walking past us, and they're holding hands and they're kissing. And my oldest, she's 10. Her immediate reaction is, "Ew, gross." And I was like, we're a progressive family. Like, where is this coming from? Where is this horrible response coming from? So I immediately stopped her and I said, "Sweetie, those women love each other very, very much. And they express that love through holding hands and kissing. And that love is never, ever gross as long as they're both cute." So we got that worked out. We're straightened on that one. I am, like I said, I was married. I just recently celebrated my 13th wedding anniversary. Yeah, my husband and I have been together for about 19 years, and 13 years ago we decided to make it official. And it was just weird, this is Canada in February. Who gets married in February? Pregnant people. That's who gets married in February. shotgun. Yeah, so that was the situation there. Yeah, I'm sorry. Is that a little too much? So my husband, I'm a comic. You can't tell that, but believe me, I'm a comic. And I'm very extroverted. I go out, I talk, I present myself. My husband, he's an introvert. He kind of hangs back and lets me do all the talking. And as I get older and as I go out and meet more people, I notice that there's kind of a trend. You've got the couple, one's an extrovert, one's an introvert, and they go well together, the yin and the yang. And occasionally you'll meet couples where they're two extroverts. And I was thinking about it and I realized there's couples out there where they're both introverts. We just never meet those people. They're stuck at home. So it's being married to a comic, I think, my husband's not a comic, but for him, there's got to be a lot of ups and downs. You know, it's got to be fun to be married to someone who's funny and laughs, but at the same time, I think there's a lot of problems. I'm pretty sure the most terrifying part of being married to me as a comic is when immediately after sex, I roll over and start typing in my joke idea file. What are you writing? No, nothing, sweetie. Everything's. What was so funny? No, it's fine. It's fine. And I just don't want to forget this. Yeah, that's terrifying for him. We have a dog. Any pet owners out there? Anyone can do the whole pet thing? Sweet. I have a dog who would really like to make himself more involved in my sex life. Yeah, he's really. Yeah, whenever, you know, wherever he is in the house, he could be dead asleep, and whatever's happening. We start having sex and he's immediately like right there. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? And it's just crazy. He's like right there, always up in my face. And I don't know how you guys all feel about bestiality. I thought I knew how I felt about bestiality. And I still feel that way about bestiality. I just get that it's a lot easier to slip into than I'd previously thought. I was a little more judgmental and I've become a little more understanding of that whole situation. But anyway, we can't, like, if he's there and it's very distracting and it takes us both out of the mood, takes us out of the moment, and we just gotta make it stop. And it's gotten so bad that I think we had to stop using the bacon-flavored lube. Yeah, bacon-flavored lube. So I should get going. I got the light, but it's time to go. You guys have been great. I think it's awesome. You guys are like, these are the crowd that really stuck it out. Like other people are leaving, and this is the crowd that's just either doesn't have a job or too tired to go home. All right. Is that the music? I'm sure you're going. Anyway, real quick before I go, I've lived, being a comic, it's awesome. I get to hang out with people who are dating, and they're telling stories about one-night stands and doing drugs off of prostitutes' tits and all these things. Like, they're just living large. And like I said, I've been in a monogamous relationship for like 19 years, and so these stories, I get a little envious. Like, they're out there living large, and I'm just kind of in this home, very vanilla relationship. And I was thinking about my life, kind of reviewing it, and I realized, oh, you know what? I've had my moments. I've had some kind of crazy days, some wild days. Like, there was the one time I had 2 penises inside of me. Yeah, that was a wild night. I was having sex with my husband and pregnant with my son. All right, you guys, I gotta go. Have a good night. Bye.
Hey, Connor, everybody, give it up for her one more time, man. All right. Keep this going. Keep that song going, yeah. All right, everybody, welcome to Vapor Lounge Music Hour. That was your comedy. Now this is your music. Nice. This is some shit. I'm totally gonna bring up this guy to this. Vapor Lounge, how you guys feeling right now? You guys feeling okay? Make some noise. Let me feel you guys right now. Make some noise. Bring some energy. Let me feel it. Yeah, man. We had a great show tonight. That was your comedy. We got some music coming up right now, and I'm going to bring him up to rate this. This guy's got to get out of here, but I want him to come up and rip it up for you guys. I heard this guy's amazing. He got lots of love last week, so I hope you guys are going to give him lots of love this week. Give it up for Alex with 2 X's, Thomas, everybody. Make some noise. Let him hear it, man. Let him.
Seen a PD light, down the spot was hot. Ed Dog was clucking through in the back. Shiesty and Little Rock, Jack was selling that crack. E-man,
what's going on, everybody? Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up for Mike Rita. One more time. This guy is super funny. So I'm just gonna play a little bit of music for you. My name is Alex Thomas with 2 X's. I'm a hip hop artist from Toronto, producer as well, engineer, and you know, I just overall just love hip hop. Do I have any hip hop heads in the house right now? You guys on this side, any hip hop heads? Okay. Well, anyways, let's just do this. But before I start, I just need you guys to say, don't stop. Don't quit. Okay, if we can start with don't stop, let's get this popping. Yes. Turn that up to the max. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, I can't explain how I'm feeling this way. I felt this rain for a million days. Lost faith for a long time, struggling pain. But I'm staying humble, maintaining while the weak crumble. Street life got my boys into deep trouble. Yeah, this is why I'm working hard, let that beat rumble. I'm really serious now, stay loafed in. My team about to hit them with that real potion. I got your ears open, sunlight for your thoughts, let those rays soak in. I'm making moves all the time, yo, I'm never hoping. I got drive, blessed with the world, man, I'm heavy on my grind. Flow tight, my nigga, heavy with the rhymes, and I'm steady. I'm living my life, yeah. I said I'm keeping it true, doing what I love deep in the booth. Let's go, don't stop, don't quit. Yeah, I'm too focused to forfeit, go get him. Don't listen to them naysayers, especially when you in the game and they ain't playing. It goes, don't stop, don't quit. Yeah, I'm too focused to forfeit, go get him. Don't listen to them naysayers, especially when you in the game and they ain't playing. Okay, excuse me. So, you know, I'm a little high right now, but how you guys feeling? You guys high as well? Okay, so let's keep this music going. Is that cool if I can bump a couple more tracks? All right, let's go. Let's do a hip-hop Blue Jay real quick. Okay. By the way, all these tracks right here are produced by myself as well. So, you know, if you like the sound, just holla at me. I like to collaborate and work with other artists too. So, you know, it's all about the love in Toronto. We got to keep it moving and just keep that positivity rolling. So that's what's popping. All right, check it out. Yeah. Higher than a Blue Jay, trying to get my life straight, trying to get my bank looking like them skyscrapers. No time to waste, steady getting in debates with my girl, but she understands that I gotta work. I'm in the studio every day living life, real soul in my chest here when I write. Now everybody moving left, so I'm moving right. So everybody loosen up, cause you know I'm tight. What's up with all that beef, brother? Can we keep the peace? Real music from the north, south, west, and east. I'm downtown soul searching, digging with my friends, trying to make these loose ends something like a new trend. Yeah, I call it progress. Hold this for all you hating motherfuckers still blowing dick. I'm paying dues now, it's turning into bigger shows, soon to be on tour counting bigger dough. Yeah, so everybody say hip hop, say don't stop, say hip hop. One more time, come on y'all, let me hear you. Let me hear you say hip hop. Say don't stop. Okay, respect. So I'm just gonna hit you guys with one more track, and it's called My Life Remix. Yeah. Yes. Super stoned right now. Let's go. Yeah, it's hard work and dedication. Young black kids with a college education. Still stuck in the same situation, trying to find a way to make it. Living life in the hood gave me inspiration. Hard times that my friends facing. I'm making music cause my head's racing. Can't stop, won't stop, that's the motivation. Why you hating? I'm in Toronto making changes. One step at a time, writing rhymes every day, trying to better my mind. One love to everybody on their grind, making real hip-hop. Underground, don't stop, listen. Yeah, I'm gaining knowledge and wisdom, a product of the system, but I was born to spit it, and I always show love, cause respect is the #1 thing in this game to achieve anything like that, y'all. Say what? It's like that. Yeah, it's like that, y'all. It's like that. And yo, every single day, I be working hard. If anybody's asking, I'm on my job. Living my life. I said I'm living my life. Stop. I got something to say. I think it's time for the younger generation to change. My younger brother's lost, hey yo, he's feeling the pain. Locked away, so many better moves to make. All day I'm writing rhymes with a light in my mind, giving insight to the blind. Brainwashed times, the media is a tool that controls your mind. Everyday struggle on this everyday grind. Yo, it's downtown, uptown, east and west, in the T-dot. That's why I let my head rest. Smoked up, living, smoking blunts on the bench. Canadian Kush, got my swag on bent. Check it, never will I slip. Loyalty is priceless in this world of sin. Yeah, yo, so I'm just letting you know. If you got something to say, let it be known. It's like that, y'all. Say what? It's like that. Yeah, it's like that, y'all. It's like that. Every single day, I be working hard. If anybody's asking, I'm on my job. Living my life. I said I'm living my life. Every single day, I be working hard. If anybody's asking, I'm on my job. Living my life. Yeah, I said I'm living my life. Thank you so much for having me up. My name is Alex Thomas with 2 X's. A lot of people call me Double X. You can catch me at alexthomas.com. Yo, much love and big up everybody, big up yourself, and big up Mike Rita, so you already know what it is. Much love to my homie Kyle for putting me on and showing love, you know, letting me get up here again, so bless.
Give it up for one more time, everybody. Let him hear Alex Thomas, everybody. Great job, man. You guys like him? That was nice, huh? That was nice, man. Great beat selection, my man. Great beat selection. Your beats were nice and crisp for this room, man. You couldn't have chose better beats. Sometimes people come here and they choose the worst fucking beats. And this is just terrible. And the reason I'm talking about beats is because your next group, Artem is one of the mans in the group, and he makes some great beats. I've heard lots of his stuff. I don't know if he's going to play a lot of his own original beats today. Are you? Yeah. All right. This is, they're going to be playing their own original beats, man, original everything. These guys are fucking sick. And there's some nice homegrown talent from Mississauga, man, coming down to downtown, killing it for you guys. I'm giving them better spots every time, but I wish I could hook these guys up even more because they're the best. Give it up, everybody, for your closing act tonight. DNA, everybody, make some noise. Let them hear it, man.
And take care of it by herself. And giving her some money for milk won't really help. Half of the fathers with sons and daughters don't even want to take them. But it's so easy for them.
Hey, what's good, everyone?
Stepping all over my fucking car.
Alright. Yeah, check the mics.
Check. A little loud for me.
Alright, when this guy's with us, we're the Mad Poets. When it's just us two, it's DNA. Yo.
Check.
Yeah, this guy's mic needs to be turned on.
Check.
Alright, there we go. Alright, yeah, you can play the first beat.
Feel free whenever you're ready. Thanks for everyone who's still stuck around. Turn the beat up a slight bit. Oh.
Alright, yo, we're gonna kick this off.
Check it out. High as shit, but we'll try to liven this up for you guys.
Yo. Tight flows, ayo, someone call the maestro. Nitros for the spliff, yaks like nitro.
Good night, yo. If you don't bite your tongue, bro, mind your shit and put the butt in the grinder. Line up the bastards, I have them on top. Yo, I pop off the top.
All I got is rhymes. I don't fuck with the Glocks.
The cocks, the rocks are all the pointless talks, yo.
Action is eloquence.
The mental vitamins.
I like it, or is that the way
that it's always been?
Seems to me to be getting
kinda hard to breathe.
Or is that the B.O.?
I'll find a Rio.
Cause over my mind is
prone to abduction, conjunction between ruin and reconstruction.
And this shit has just lost its function. Another day, another hour to be punching.
I create the ripple storms, even Shakespeare couldn't manage one punchline away from causing physical damage or physical pleasure. If you press the right lever, the RMC by my side, cause at the elbow he'll sever. If you reach for this mic without plans to rhyme right, already feel illuminated, no need for any limelight. Hell, I might or I might not, just hoping not to get caught. Luck, I'll assemble all the world's pot in one spot. Playing Space Invader, I just play Womb Raider, scraping the uterus clean like I'm digging the crater. Ooh, my crudeness shows, if you witness a show's a little lyrical lesson followed by very fluid flows. No need to mention hoes, cause I really don't get many. Mary Jane is my true love and she sure loves me plenty, spare a penny. Need 9 more to make a dive. It's a grind the way I ride with these lyrics split in time.
Well, it's a kid with all the wisdom, kicking every bit of rhythm that's been given since the days of ancient Greeks and Aborigines. I'll be living in a prison before I'm given divisions. I'm profit off of my plate over a bogus condition, and I ain't stuck in the system and hoping never see the day. I'll be spitting charismatic rhymes till I'm old and gray, and I'm known to hold a microphone like it's a chrome and fire lyrics around until I finally strike a dome. Hold the phone close to bees, finally home, and I'll be keeping money till somebody buys it for my bones. Though how it go, I go up in the snow, but only keep it to the joke because I like my nose. And yo, I'm fighting foes, this is the rapping life I chose, and I've been grappling with the fact that I'll be rhyming on my toes, cause you never know, someday, some way it might get me. Before I'm going out, I guarantee it's getting messy. Test me with the best, deadliest, heaviest hitting MCs. Catch me if you can, man, but shuffle that to get me word.
Yeah. Alright, Artem makes the beats.
Yeah.
He made that one.
Alright, this is a political track.
Alright, Coastal B with the intro right there.
Oh, the intro. Rip for this shit.
My lyrical voice is the theme to the backlash of a generation. Political genders pave the roads to a nation's frustration. Desperation sets in, self-abuse on the whim. Emotions building like water close to reaching the brim. War toward poverty-stricken, at the thought of sinking. Resolutions seem far as this one starts to thinking. Media desperate to keep you watching and afraid. Ratings high and government officials well paid, but here we are, dick in hand, trying to get laid. Pigs banging on the door for a mutiny, 2 gram raid, invade the clever scheme at all costs. Regain control of freedom before it's forever lost. Staff phones and searched homes, a curve in real life. Occupants gone insane and ain't made to bear the plight. So here we are, now's the time for grand revolutions. Then I smoke a joint name, I'll poke about evolution.
Hey yo, who's that knocking
at my door? Hey yo, it's probably an auditor
coming for your wallet.
The marijuana you're falling for, the lies better change it. You know it goes. More gold, more oil, yup. More gold, more oil, more gold, more oil. Give me the gold, give me the oil.
Political principles
taking the place of humanity.
Feeling like the doc
in the ward of insanity. And 1 flew over the cuckoo's nest, and then 2. Fuck, there go the rest.
Snip the strings, sting your heart, built the
puppeteer, and nothing here but little smoking shadows, dear. And lately we're
falling into our own traps.
Perhaps we're getting blinded by our own traps.
And I'm living life just a day
by day,
watching the mad games.
You always play by play.
The smog and weather, yes,
it's gray on gray.
I just keep robbing
silver tray by tray. So it's weird that this riddle's so brittle. Yeah, we can crack it a little.
Hit him with rhythm while I play on the devil's fiddle. And what do we say to the hungry exactly?
I don't give a fuck, it doesn't affect me. Yo, who's that knocking at my door?
Hey, yo, it's probably an auditor
coming for your wallet. The marijuana you falling for, the lies better change it. You know it goes. More gold, more oil, yup. More gold, more oil, more gold, more oil. Give me the gold, give me the oil. Run, motherfucker, better move, cause we coming for you.
Follow the groove, I better beware of
Stevie Harper, dude.
Cause all he do is hit you for
dollars out the blue.
Say you gotta pay your dues, or you're gonna face the red and blue check. Tax on this, tax on motherfucking that. I work my ass off for the cash,
but they still want a piece of that. Here,
might as well just take my mic and
take my hat. Take it all, I'm taking your act, meaning you got a greater need for that.
Peep the facts,
Hardy's wicked and picking the beat attacks.
I feed the raps and leave the people skipping the needle back. My bad,
I ain't dismissing the issue. I'm just efficient and dissing the system and the shit that I spit you.
But listen, I ain't the only man wishing for y'all to
stop dropping the ball in economic conditions.
Got a prohibition on chronic when the logic is missing,
but I'm gonna end up in the lock if I don't stop at the bitches, so I'm out. Peace.
Yo,
yeah,
we got one more track. It's real short, but it's real sweet. It's some new shit that we've been trying.
If you could turn the beat up for the last one a bit.
Yeah, that would be dope. Wait for it. I'm fucking
looking
high
good,
as shit.
Vapor Lounge.
I'm fucking
looking
high.
good. What? One more time from the beginning, if you could. And I hear the money drop all the way from the top. They said the wealth will trickle down. I think clearly not. Trickle, trickle. I think I hear sounds coming from the fickle. One swipe on my sickle and I'll have a feel a little. See, I despise the kind of eyes gleaming with lies. When I swoop, swoosh, and dive, I set for evil ties. I'm set for evil spies, searching for a secret potion. But formula's not protected with utter devotion. We don't just go through the motions. Emotions invested, hard work in every rhyme. A product definitely tested, never rested for the climb. It's long, hard, and scary, body feeling wary. Guiding up, I should say vary, cause we vary in style. The rhymes and the flow, sometimes we speed it up, then bring it down to a slow, but near we glow. About this man so mangled by the mighty mind afflicted from his water, drinking gin, Betty, rummy, ayo. Bop your head, the rhythm, bro, ayo. Bop your head, the rhythm, bro,
So I
ayo.
said to them, I never really care much, bro. Let them come into your life and let them come and go. Cause if you're spending all your time trying to follow, when you end up by yourself, you got nowhere to go. So, bro, the money,
I never really cared.
I go for free to the parties,
That's
how I
always
always
fair.
fair. They scared of this finest individual, residual highs that can be seen in the eyes. So, most stole it in the moment that they call their own. And they may try to jump and take a seat on the throne. Leave it alone, dog. I let them have their time and then I sneak back just to take what's mine. We find the flows fighting on the lows with weak MCs trying hard to grow. It's never hard to let the money go. So
Bop your head to the rhythm, bro, ayo. 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 Ayo.
Yeah,
That's it. Thank you very much. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, thanks everyone that stuck around. Yeah, we're the Mad Poets and DNA. Check us out. CMP Hip Hop, DNA Hip Hop.
Facebook,
on Twitter,
Twitter.
and Facebook, yeah. It's all dope shit.
Playing the mic like it's supposed to be played. New Jacks, you all should have stayed out of the business. What is this? Amateur
Give it up for them one more time, guys, man. I know I'm a
I'm
DNA. You got
enraged, just
all the
like
thumb
riot,
nose.
trapped
They're
inside
great,
the
man. That's
cage.
fucking
Real
good.
king.
Trust, man.
Rap
That's
is a
nice.
jungle. I never
Fucking
understood
nice, man. We got a shirt to give away right now. I mentioned my birthday today. If somebody knows what my birthday is, I mentioned it during the show. I said I turned yada yada and yada yada days on yada yada yada. Who the fuck was listening? There's tweets from Rita? You gotta tweet it, eh? Don't yell it out. Who said that? Oh, that was fucked. He was paying attention. I'm 23 on March 1st. Somebody's got to give him something, though. That was sick. You would have got it. Yes, you are rapping next week. That guy's performing next week. But this week, he almost had a shirt, and he doesn't even want it. What a G. Oh, I just want a shirt. I don't want it. You can have it. I buy my shirts elsewhere. I do not win my shirts at a comedy show. For the shirt. You gotta tweet it, eh? We're gonna see. We're gonna do it right now. So have your tweets out. Do I have my phone on me? Fuck. Babe, it's on my phone. My phone's on the table. Fuck. Okay. Bring up my phone, actually. Yeah? Yeah, all right. Yeah. Hey. Thank you. All right, let's do this. Live tweeting the new shit. I was talking shit to somebody. You guys want to make a prank call to somebody too? Should we? Okay, we're gonna call a friend of mine who was at the show today. Sick. And the question is, wait, before I call him. This shit's intense. You guys feel the tension in here? People just ready to tweet at any second. People watching live. The people watching live are the people who win most of the time. They're so fucking quick on it. How the fuck are they so quick on it?
You're so funny, Rita.
Hey, nice. Are you in on this?
No, well, I don't know.
Hey, that's Chris Goodwin, guys. He's a manager. He's the guy who puts this all together, man. Give it up for him right now, man. Getting in on this. Nice. Hey, we're thinking of starting a
Rita
podcast.
can talk for hours on jokes. As soon as you ask him to think up a question,
done.
He starts doing the squirrel.
I got nothing, man. Questions are so hard, you know. Anybody got a good question that they want to whisper in my ear? Like, you don't got to whisper it, but just to make sure nobody else hears, you know. No, you know what? You want to ask the fucking audience a question? You don't got to whisper it to me. It's kind of weird, actually. Now. Anybody got a good question? Okay. No, I don't got shit. Huh?
I actually got a good question.
Go, fucking shoot, man.
There's a guy from BC won $25 million. He's sponsoring all the 420s this year with like $100,000. Tweets from Reeds. That guy's name.
Okay, so that's a fucking sick question. You guys got to do research.
First one to do it.
First one to do it. The guy who's sponsoring all the 420s just won the lottery. Nice.
Yeah. It's easy to find. You might. Some people might even know it in the room, but get on your Twitter. Tweets from Reeds.
This is gonna be intense. You guys ain't ready, man. Imagine he tweets to us right now. He's like, "It's me, bitches."
By the way, Toronto 420 just got 10 grand from this guy.
Yeah, man. Toronto 420 is gonna be sick. The day before 420 on 4/19, I'll be performing at the Underground Comedy Club, guys, recording my comedy special, a small comedy special for a dope comedy taping. If you guys want to come out, April 19th. They're all over. They're all over the place. These little fucking flyer things.
You're still on 420 too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Come on.
But I'm not promoting that one. Because you guys have your own great stuff going on here.
I gave Mike trouble.
Yeah, because usually I do 420 here. And this year I'm going to be doing it somewhere else.
Boo.
Yeah, I know. People have been giving me shit all week.
Everybody boo Mike Rita.
Yeah. Woe is me. All right, let's see if somebody got it. Oh, fuck. People have been sending in tweets left and right, bro. I already wear my Vapor Central tee. Freak. Nice. Sit right here. Okay, the looks Amarguda. The Bully 420. That's that guy's Twitter thing. The Lux Armaguda at the Bully 420. Sick. Okay, but he just wrote Chris Goodwin. That's not the answer. All right, chill. Okay. Ooh. Oh, fuck. 2 seconds apart. The winning answer and the guy in second place are 2 seconds apart. Sam Fisher, Bravo 420, the winner of many of these questions. He's watching online every time, and he gets it every time. Look, this guy won. Why did I say some guy online was going to win it? We owe this guy like 6 shirts. We give him 1 big shirt. That's it. Be real cheap about it. We got 1 big shirt. It's triple extra large. Nobody ever bought it. DJ Lorenzo, you here? That's you. It's sitting right here. Fuck, he got it. Again. Did you get it 2 weeks ago? Ruderalis, you did get it 2 weeks ago. And you got it again today. You want it? You want to donate it? Yeah, you'll donate it? Should have took it and gave it as a present, yo. Somebody. No, wait. Somebody make a weird noise. Why were you just going to give it to her? You want it? You got to come up on the mic and tell a joke. You're not funny. Lots of the comedians tonight were funny. Yeah, you don't gotta be funny to do stand-up comedy. You just gotta have a weird childhood that led you to thinking maybe I'll just tell jokes in front of people. And then one day you tell jokes in front of people and you're like, hey, I'm not too bad at this shit. And then one day you have a show and you get 100 episodes in and then you're here. Am I right? Vapor Central! Make some noise! All right. You won. You gotta ask her a question, she's gotta get it right. But you can't ask her like a simple question. If she doesn't get it right, oh, this guy has set it up. That was mad quick.
After I said you gotta ask Twitter to the first question too.
What is it? What was the what?
What did they put on your Twitter? I haven't looked at it yet.
Oh, okay. Let me tell you right now. Okay, we got Chris Goodwin. We got already rock my Vapor shirt. Sick. One guy said your mom. One guy said your mom. What a classic time to throw your mom joke in there. Oh, there's a competition going on? Fuck you. Tweets from Reeds, your mom, dude. Your fucking mom, bruh. You ever throw a your mom joke out there just for the fun of it, man? Somebody's like,
so yeah, Bravo 420 put Bob Erb, which is the guy, which is awesome. His name is Bob Erb.
No.
Yeah.
His real name?
His real name's ERB is his last name.
Herb.
Herb.
Yo, Herb.
And then DJ Lorenzo put Herbs with an S.
Bob Herbs.
So that's not really.
Oh, DJ Lorenzo doesn't win it.
No.
DJ, fuck, he's the big boss, man, dog. I can't say shit.
But he did get Ruderalis.
He did get Ruderalis, though. Ruderalis is a type of weed, guys. Okay, we're making this go way too long. We need to do this because people are falling asleep. This guy's coughing to death already. You ever cough to death? You ever start with like a little and then like 5 minutes later, all right. All right, for the shirt, for the squirt. We got a question over there, Goodwin? Are these couches real leather? No.
First one to yellow went the year Vapor Central opened.
Nice. 2003.
There was a guy right over here that said 2007. I don't know if anybody else up there said it, but if he's the one,
We got it 2007 back there, and then we did get one right up here, though. Fuck, that was so close. He's like, 2007. You're like, 7.
No, well, then I think this guy got it back here.
Back there? Yo, you who got it back there? You pumped for the shirt? For the squirt? You pumped for the squirt? Does he want it? Do you want it? Donate it, yo. Donate it, dog. Donate it, yo. Donate some of your winnings. We done? We're done. All right, guys, cut the camera. All right, cut the camera. Can I get a coffee?
Radio star on POTTV. My life is on film, yet it sucks being me. Sit down. My life's a wreck. I'm born
you moron. Just think it for a minute. Should I trade half my money for 10 times as much sex? It's an equation from hell. It's an equation from hell. It's an equation from hell. It's an equation from hell.